just a bloke in a bar.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Bloke in a Bar. You know what? I'll be having a few on the weekend. A few blokes. Were you having a few blokes on the weekend?
You better believe.
Always?
Yeah. The way, especially like, you know, when these uncertain times, it's important to make sure that, you know, if you need to find your way into just sort of like a plethora of blokes, that they're on hand.
That's right.
And it's really the only blokes you can get close to without infringing the law.
Correct.
Yeah, you can literally drown yourself in blokes, and it's sweet.
Yeah,
in terms of COVID.
Well, yeah, there's no like 1 meter rule with these blokes.
It's actually encouraged that you bring them inside a meter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So, look, if you want to get amongst the blokes without infringing any laws, the best way to do it is a case of Bloke in a Bar. Also, you can grab a punters and dribblers hat from hellosport.com.au.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
You can follow Hello Sport on Instagram and on Facebook and subscribe to the podcast. I mean, what a week in rugby league and also world sport. It just doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop.
You know, when you thought Independence Day for rugby league couldn't have gone off with a bigger bang.
Ripping and a tearing.
The boys back it up.
Yeah. They went, oh yeah, you think that was ripping and a tearing?
Yeah.
I raised you some dancers.
You know, exactly. They're sitting there going, boys, we support Independence Day, regardless of what the breaching of the bubble is. What are your thoughts on the last 7 days that have transpired?
Well, basically what you've seen is blokes seeing other blokes rip and tear and go, well, fucking hell, no one's ripping and tearing better than me on my watch. You know what I mean? It's just a rip and a tear off, really.
Well, like, I mean, you've got a competition full of fit, virile, competitive men, and you just think, it's like, you expect these players to want to, you know, outdo their opposition week in, week out. You then see your opposition outdo you off the field, you start going, well, fuck. I mean, I don't want to lose my edge here. I don't want anyone thinking that I don't rip and tear.
Absolutely. That's the last thing you want.
The last thing you want is to be perceived as not ripping and tearing.
Oh. Well, because it's aligned with being beater, Tom.
Yeah.
I mean, alphas rip and tear, and they all know that.
Yeah. Alphas and winners.
Yeah. Alphas and winners. It's all rip and tear. It's all, you know, merged together in a funny sort of way. So, I mean, I'm not surprised by the news out of the last 7 days, Denon. No siree. I welcome it, as does Tom. And it's just another example of rugby league delivering, you know, in spades.
Yeah,
mate.
like everything's going to be okay. We'll handle it. We're not 100% sure how it all went down, how many people were there. Apparently only two, a dancer and Jai. But maybe there were more, maybe there weren't. But rugby league better for the scandal.
Oh, absolutely. I love the fact that we found out it was a dancer specifically. Like, how did that get out?
Well, because it wasn't a dancer, Denon. That's how. If I was to just hazard a guess. Now, obviously that's alleged and may or may not be true, but unless he's into salsa, like unless it was a dance class.
My mail is it was a Zumba dancer.
Okay.
And there was a bit of extra fitness going on. That's my mail.
Well, look, that would check out. I don't know. I've heard Jai can move.
Jai can move. Jai's a mover. We all know that. I don't know if I buy the Zumba yarn. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but
What do you think it could be if not Zumba, Eddie? What would you...
Well,
I'm just throwing the bat at something and just sort of
Queensland are trying new things. They want to try new things, mix it up. When yoga came in, everyone scoffed at yoga. Jai's trying to bring in a bit of Zumba.
Is this like the new wrestle? Is this
the new wrestle? Like when Freddie bring in earthing, everyone called him crazy.
Yeah.
Jai's just trying to bring in a bit of Zumba, get the hips moving.
Yeah, a little bit of salsa. Maybe it's just, you know, so he can move the hips when he gets into contact. You know what I mean? A bit slipperier, a bit more slide of foot, you know. I get that.
At the upper echelon of any competitive sport, if you can just be even 1% better than your opposition.
It's all about the 1%ers, Tom. It's all about the 1%ers.
Some might say that dancing not necessarily going to give you much benefit in rugby league, but I would disagree with that.
Well, look, I mean, the Roosters won those premierships off the back of the work they got out of the snake oil salesman,
Snake oil. Who is the coach whisperer?
The coach whisperer.
Well, I'm not sure what his name is, but he gets results.
But he lives and breathes the 1%er. That's his MO. That's how he's done what he's done.
If the snake oil can get you 1% better,
then I'm selling it to you.
Are you not going to have it?
I think maybe Jai's seen the success the snake oil salesman's had in the past with the All Blacks, with the Roosters, and he's gone, fuck it, I'm going to come up with my own 1%er.
Zumba. The horizontal Zumba.
The late night Zumba. The 1 a.m. Zumba.
Yeah. Mate, and it's just a coincidence that Ponga gets selected one of the best movers and shakers in the comp.
Yeah.
Maybe he took a bit of inspiration from seeing Ponga on the training field moving and shaking.
Look, rugby league players now, you're saying, are all looking at diversifying their brand and, you know, setting themselves up for life after football by capitalising on the attention they get while they play.
Yeah.
if anyone should start their own Zumba classes or something, it is Ponga.
Oh, man can move. Yeah. His TikTok's full of great movement. He's a panty dropper.
And he creates a lot of movement for Queenslanders.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is there...
Plenty of movement.
You like wearing your tinfoil hat, Denon. You're a tinfoil hat sort of guy.
To a degree, yeah.
Well, you wear it quite often. What do you think about this? Queensland in the shit. They know that they're about to get swept 3 in a row in their own state, and they've gone, we need a fall guy. We need a deflection. Jai, put your hand up.
Well, look, it would check out, but I'm pretty sure the Zumba instructor, specifically...
Yes, who came in...
Was brought in before the Newcastle change of event.
Yeah, but still, you didn't want to get swept regardless.
Yeah, the concern was about being swept.
You were shit. You were shit before the Zumba teacher.
Okay.
And you're shit afterwards. So it doesn't really change anything.
It's just more about deflecting from the fact that you're shit. Like, I realised today, we didn't actually even talk about the game of State of Origin and how it would go in our podcast. We didn't even touch on it.
Great point.
I thought about that during the day. I was like thinking about it. We actually didn't speak about it once. That is a deflection, like a Zumba-based deflection.
But I mean, we got you. We're right where we wanted you.
I actually didn't think about that till just then.
No one's talking about it.
Fuck, we got me good.
Hey, classic. It's a classic wool pull. Classic wool pull.
Well, it's not. I mean, he certainly did. There was a Zumba dancer there.
But he was sacrificial lamb.
Yes.
You are good at the wool pull, the Queenslander. I'll give you that.
Yeah. You know, because last time it was Reece was coming in and then Mulatalo was playing. He wasn't playing.
Never playing.
6s and 7s. We got you where we want you. 2-0 down in the series. About to be swept.
Yeah.
Exactly where we want you.
Yeah.
But you know one thing though, Denon? I don't know if you know this, but me and Tom do.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't wool pull a thoroughbred.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay? You can't wool pull a Trell. You can't wool pull Tommy T.
Always said that.
You cannot wool pull a thoroughbred. Their eyes are too far on the side of their head. Do you know what I mean?
Because of the sort of the shape of their face as well. Like, it doesn't work.
And when you get to high speed, the wool just flies straight off.
Yeah.
It almost could act as a blinker, really. Zones them in.
Boom. Business time, baby.
Look, I think Tommy, he might have been guilty a bit of a wool pull in the off season, so he knows a bit about a wool pull.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying.
What do you mean?
No, I'm just saying.
What are you talking about?
Allegedly.
What are you saying?
No, I'm just saying.
Explain yourself.
I'm just saying that he knows a bit about a wool pull. That's all.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
No.
So were there more boys than there with Jai, do you reckon?
Look, all I can say is that when you're at the upper echelons of excellence that Queensland is, sometimes you need to take different avenues. And I think they've brought a Zumba instructor in. Well, not they, but Jai, being the forward thinker that he is, being a passionate Queenslander.
Yeah.
Maybe he brought them in. He brought the Zumba instructor in for the dancing. Maybe they fell in love. I'm not sure. You know, maybe this is a tragic love story. Has anyone ever thought of that?
Well, all I'd say is that from what I'm aware of, Jai had one of the more elite Zumba dancers living with him in New South Wales. And I think he was in a committed Zumba relationship with his instructor in New South Wales. And might be one of the best looking Zumba dancers I've ever seen in my life.
I think that's fair to say.
Best performing Zumba instructors.
Look, I think it's fair to say she's probably pretty disappointed with him, switching Zumba teachers, if you know what I mean. And rightly so.
Rightly so.
Because Zumba teachers are usually pretty protective.
Well, it's like you pick one for life.
Generally speaking.
Yeah.
Generally speaking.
It's a cutthroat game, the Zumba game.
Yeah.
It is.
You got to make a commitment to your Zumba instructor.
You do. You got to look him in the eyes, and you got to get down on one knee.
You're my instructor.
You're my instructor. Let's have a party. Let's celebrate this thing. You can wear a nice dress, and
we'll announce the fact that you're my instructor in front of all of our friends.
And we'll make a commitment to each other that I will Zumba with no one else. Now, Jai didn't get the memo, it would seem.
He's prescribes to a different.
Is he banned from the Zumba world now?
Oh, not from the world. No, there's plenty of other teachers lining up, but I think he may well have lost the original teacher.
Yeah, one of the great instructors.
Yeah, one of the great instructors.
One of the great instructors all time.
But good on him. Very Queensland stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's rugby league written all over it. I mean, if you thought the week before couldn't get any more rugby league, it got more rugby league.
Well, it was actually even more rugby league because of the week before. They don't exist in isolation. The week before was just an incredibly rugby league moment. But Jai's moment actually more rugby league than the week before because he had the week before and still did what he did.
Yeah. Is it like better. Moore's Law or something? What can go wrong will go wrong or something like that? It's kind of like rugby league's Moore's Law with the controversy is backed up by a controversy that in reality should be less likely to happen, but it is more likely because it's in rugby league.
I think Moore also said that if someone rips and tears, you will see 2 more ripping and tearing incidents.
Yes.
Generally, ripping and tearing
happens in threes.
Yeah. So there's one more to come.
Yeah.
There's one more to come.
Well, that might be tomorrow night. The Blues ripping and a tearing.
Yeah.
All over Gold Coast.
Look, I think that...
Look, if you sweep the Queenslanders in their own state and you're on the Gold Coast and the pubs are open, you know,
a lot of Zumba dancer going on.
Yeah, there might be.
It's the Zumba capital of the world.
You know what I mean? There might be a bit of a pickle.
Could you imagine if New South Wales, they go up, they sweep Queensland, and then one of them hooks up with Jai's new Zumba, not the new Zumba dancer? What would that do to Queensland?
Well, is that then a COVID breach? Because
they're in the bubble now.
Is that like you can't share Zumba partners?
Would that be in the memo that was sent out from Vlandis? Is please do not share Zumba partners?
I think it'd have to be, right? I mean, Vlandis.
He's
an
an
elite operator.
He
knows what to put it. He knows the fine print better than anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're sharing Zumba partners, it's not illegal, and I think it's quite big in rugby league historically. But I think that
sharing's caring is usually what they prescribe.
But these are unprecedented times.
It's a team game.
It's a team game. These are unprecedented times, and I think he's just going, look, just until this whole thing's out of our hair, we can't be sharing Zumba partners.
How do you reckon, like, they're sitting in head office and they're like, fuck, honestly, like, migraines everywhere. There's fucking Panadol packets across the whole bench.
Yeah, they're sleeping on the floor.
They are just stressed to their eyeballs. Their ties are all undone. They're just all fucking stressed, and they're thinking, fuck, thank God we got through the Dragon situation. And they're looking at each other, goes, boys and girls, well done getting through that. We showed fight. We kept the government in line. We're going to get through this. And then it drops Gyro Boy Chicken.
And they've got to move fucking every Sydney club.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, we've... sorry, Mr. Vlandis. There's a call for you on line 1. We've got a Gyro situation. He's just going, oh, fuck. Oh,
Not a Gyro situation.
No.
Fucking hell. But you know what? Like, I only sympathise to a certain level, Dan, because at the end of the day, if you get into rugby league, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There's a part of me that wonders where the PVL's
like, they've been around the game a long time. Abdo has been. St. Peter has been. Like, they fucking know the ins and outs of the great game.
Would this kind of be what they're like? They're enjoying. It's like you sign up to this to be in the thick of a rugby league shit fight.
They must. You know what I mean?
Imagine if, like, each CEO could write a book about his time running
an honest
the game,
one.
like fully honest about every controversy, all the under the rug shit. It would be, and you could do like seasons on Netflix. Like season 1 is like, you know what I mean? Like season 2 is Greenberg. Season 3 is like Vlandis or Abdo.
Gallup.
I'll be a bestseller. Be a bestseller.
It would be fucking great.
It would be so unbelievable. Like season 1, 2, 3, 4, Gallup, Greenberg, Abdo.
Could you do it and just like bleep out the names of people named? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just
you could change their name.
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, and you'd probably just wouldn't.
Well, don't do what Paul Vaughan did and go Volporn.
No, Volporn's very obvious.
You plenty of fans that wouldn't get it.
If he went, Jarro, no one would know that was.
Nah.
Some people, a lot of Queenslanders wouldn't.
No, Queenslanders wouldn't.
They'd have no fucking idea. Who's this bloke?
Never heard of him.
Jarro?
Jarro? No Jarro ever played for the Titans, did he?
Fuck. Speaking of fantastic documentaries, a few weeks ago we were talking about how good would it be a West Tigers documentary, an honest one, because as we all know, the West Tigers is a very confusing club, to say the least. And there would be a lot of uncovering of some strange things going on there. But Fox has just announced, and you guys have a little bit of involvement, and you're going to do some promotion for it.
Yeah, well, they're sponsoring the podcast.
Can we talk about that? Are we high level enough to talk about that yet?
I think so. Well, I mean, like, they've already sponsored the podcast.
I don't see why not. They're promoting the shit out of it.
Plus,
we've already talked about it on the podcast.
This is a free ad as well.
Exactly. It's a free ad, and, we make our own decisions, don't we? We don't answer to no one.
We march the beat of our own drum, Tom. We've made that very clear in no uncertain terms.
Is this a peace offering because you chose not to take the 360 hosting gig and they've like reached out and go, please don't be angry at us?
Yeah, look, they were upset we didn't take it.
They were furious. I'm actually surprised they gave us any more work after that because we left them in a bit of a bind, but that's all right.
Yvonne, obviously,
Yvonne's great.
She's fantastic.
Yvonne's great, but she doesn't move the needle like me.
But yes, West Tigers doco, which is out next week, called Wild Wild Wests or Wild Wests on Kayo.
Tales of Tiger Town?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't mind it. I like the name.
I tell you what's good is that like it's a documentary on a club that is not going well. Which like, it's not all just sort of like auto fellatio. Look how good we are.
Yeah.
It's like they're not going
Put
well
the glitter away. This is going to be...
This is going to be tough.
It is going to be a tough watch.
There should almost be a warning before it starts for like West Tigers fans. You probably don't want to relive some of this.
Yeah, disclaimer, this may make you upset.
This may make you upset.
Madge, at least in the highlights, seems to be yelling a lot of the time. You poor bastard.
A lot of yelling, a lot of red face. Like, ready to explode.
Yeah, like you think about just your job, like a job in general, just like, you might get yelled at by your boss or you may not love it, but like to have to go into your work and be so frustrated by the team that you're coaching, you've got to scream at like grown men every day. Fuck, that'd take years off your life.
I'll ask you this, Tom. When was the last time you yelled, like screamed at anyone?
Yeah, it's so true.
I don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Maybe my dog when he was about to eat something, like he had a possum tail in his mouth or some shit at the park.
You know what? Actually, I jammed my fingernail last night and I screamed in the kitchen.
When was the last time you like yelled in pure fury?
Yes. Yeah. At someone else.
Yeah. At someone else.
At like it would just never. Or like I can't remember.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Where it's like it's a weekly. It's a weekly thing.
He's doing
fucking
it
daily, hourly. Mate, you might get one at half time and then one at full time, 40 minutes.
And then one at training. You might be getting yelled at every time you go into work. And then he's like, oh, God, I got to go and ream out a bunch of 20-year-olds today. This is going to fucking suck.
It would just be the most fucking stressful job of all time. It would be right up there. It'd have to be.
Mate, if anyone wants to watch a good documentary that this may be similar to, it's called Sunderland Till I Die. You have seen that?
I haven't seen it.
No, I haven't.
I'm telling you right now, it is one of the most glorious sports documentaries you've ever watched because it's everything that you've never seen before. Because usually documentaries are about, we're flying high. And this is sad ending after sad ending after sad ending.
Is this when Sunderland go relegation back to back?
And it's all filmed. And you see
Premier League into the championship into League One.
Yeah. Straight down.
Bang, bang,
I'm
year after
telling
year.
you, it is it's honestly one of the greatest sporting documentaries I've ever seen in my life. My missus,
what's it on?
It's on, you'll be able to find it on Amazon or something.
Okay.
Amazon, I think. My missus, who doesn't know anything about sport really at all, doesn't watch any sport, we couldn't stop watching it. Like at the start, you had
Good sign.
Mate, we couldn't stop watching it. At the start, you had the CEO that was like this hot shot, good-looking guy and, a lot of swagger about him. And you just had this like resounding confidence oozing through him. He had his own like sauna, a personal sauna, and his own his own sunbed and all this kind of crazy shit. And then by the end of I think it's like the first or the second season, he's a shell of a man getting sacked. It is... I'm telling you, it is fucking unbelievable. You got to watch it. And I think, obviously, it's not going to be as dramatic, but that juice, plenty of juice and spice, we're going to see it.
I like the part I like about it is it's this season.
Yes.
So it's all current,
so good.
like sort of up-to-date footage, right? Instead of like a lot of those docos it's done from the previous season.
It's also fresh,
sort of living in it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's fresh. It's a new way it's a new type of rugby league media that they're producing, right? I think it's Fox League that did it, right?
Yeah.
Where you're just like, this is nice. This is cool. This is something different.
This is what they should be doing.
Mate,
this is the great stuff.
I mean, I listen to press conferences, not all of them, but I listen to them. And I'm sort of like, usually I'm like, why did I watch that? They're always the same. You get no insight. Yep. Nothing fucking happens. The same with player interviews, largely, especially media ones because they're so short. Like, this is the sort of shit you want to see. Like, what is actually fucking going on?
Yeah.
You know? Instead of, we trained pretty well. Disappointing result this week. It's like, I don't give a fuck about any
Didn't
of that.
see that one coming. We trained really well. Really? 66-0? Okay.
Mate,
I'm just no answers, mate. We just trained the house down all week, mate.
Did ya? You have to change something, right?
I hope that this has
Your house made of fucking straw, mate?
I hope this has been planned from the start so there's a real direction rather than...
haphazardly just filming it.
haphazardly and then putting together, because they would have so much content that they never use. Same with the actual club. And so I hope it's not like put together, because from here, I think you may find, I could be totally wrong, the first 2 episodes, okay, but I think like the 3 and 4 will probably be hectic because that's after they decided to start doing it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I cannot wait.
Where it's like they've made the decision to do it when like everything's good because you haven't played a game yet.
Yeah.
And then, we're losing. This ain't good. What's going on?
We need a bit of cash. We're struggling with cash.
Yeah.
Fox pays a fucking few $100,000.
Fuck. All right, we'll just do it. Ooh, let's move Dewey to fucking the centres, and then everyone bags him out, and then it works. And then it's like, but then we lost again.
I saw some booing as well, which sort of that got me in.
What they've got up their sleeve, though, in the Tigers'
They love a boo,
favour,
the Tigers fans.
the Tigers fans also love an unnecessary standing ovation. We know this, and they will give an ovation if for a 6-point deficit at halftime. They'll be like, "Fucking oath, boys."
Yeah. Oh yeah, mate. They'll use the standing O at bloody trial games. We saw that this year.
They did. They gave
halftime and
ovation.
full. The halftime full standing ovation at a trial game that's the West Tigers, baby.
Again, it's all part of the beauty that is rugby league.
That's rugby league.
Yeah, that's what we love.
We love it.
If we love that kind of content, guys, make sure to tune in and watch it. Now, on to the first segment. It says wheels falling off in capitals. I'm not sure what that means. Maddie, what does that mean?
Queensland, surely.
Oh, did I? Okay. I'm sure we'll get around
Are the
to
wheels falling off?
Does that mean anything to you guys?
For you, I'd say the wheels are
I
falling
would
off
say
Queensland.
the Broncos, just as a club, are
Bro.
they going to remain in the NRL?
Is it the COVID situation?
Okay, so it doesn't say that. I can't. Doesn't ring a bell.
Well,
Wheels falling off?
Queensland wheels falling off.
Yeah, okay, but wouldn't they have already fell off? We just lost a series.
Well, they have fallen off. You know what I mean?
No, but they're falling off because if you get swept in your own state, something
slog sweep.
that can't happen again.
Yeah, okay.
It's called the slog sweep. If you
someone
do
can
a
win.
team in their own state 3 times, 3 games in a row, it's a slog sweep, and we'll do it, and then it'll never happen again. We'll be the only team to have a slog sweep.
That's not what I think of when I read that. That's not what I think of.
Someone
Especially
can
after the
win
weekend.
8 games in a row again.
Yeah.
That can happen.
Yeah.
But to win every game, sweep you, humiliate you in your own state, that can't happen again because we live in unprecedented, weird times, funky times.
Yeah. I didn't think of that when I think of that. I think of something else after the
What
weekend.
do you
But anyway,
think? What do you think?
No, there's a few things.
What?
I'm sure we'll get to it. Now, we actually got a comment on the weekend segment.
That wasn't very funny if that was a joke.
Sorry?
What?
Denon.
Yeah, he's coming. I know he's coming for
I
us.
know.
Yeah,
And I'm just like,
What am I coming to you with?
No, he's coming for us.
How would what made you think that I'd be coming for you?
Just by the way you were just wording that. I don't
just
know,
the way
saying,
that,
mate.
yeah.
So
yeah.
it rang a bell for you then?
Well,
no,
I
it was the grin. I'm like,
it
he
was
only
the-
grins like that when we talk about certain things.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't, you read that and it ticked something in your mind of like something that happened on the
Queensland.
weekend?
Wheels falling off in Queensland.
Wheels falling off can only be related to 2 things, COVID or Queensland. It's one or the other.
So then I wouldn't be coming for you then, would I?
Well,
But you're not very funny, and I get that's the difference. I'm like, I see that grin, and he doesn't get it.
Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Anyway, I was thinking of a cool segment, sporting names, great sporting names, because someone commented, and thanks for the comment, the New Zealand badminton team, their nickname is the Black Cocks. And that's a legit.
That's legit.
That's legit?
That's legit. New Zealand badminton team, their name is Black Cocks, their nickname.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
That's fantastic. I'm surprised it's allowed,
Yeah.
but I'm down with it being allowed because it's all above board. It's cocks are a part of badminton,
Yeah, and the All Blacks.
and the All Blacks are black.
Well, yeah, all New Zealand teams usually have black in front of them.
Yeah.
That's just their thing.
Yeah.
And obviously some cocks are black.
The best cocks are black.
Do you reckon...
The biggest and the best.
Do you reckon it started, they first said we should call ourselves All Black Cocks?
But they were probably like, well,
That's crossing the line?
I don't know. I fucked if I know. I mean, it doesn't seem like they are terribly,
I don't think they're too concerned. I think
No.
All Black cocks could be nice.
But they don't.
I think
the All Blacks, I think, is reserved for the rugby
Okay.
team specifically. The
All right.
word all.
Yes.
Because isn't soccer all whites? Aren't they called like the All Whites? Can you
Well,
just Google
the
that?
basketball's the Tall Blacks.
Yeah, that is the Tall
Are
Blacks.
they the Tall Blacks?
Yeah, the Tall Blacks.
They're the Tall
yeah.
Blacks.
That's great. I do like that.
And they do the
I like it
haka.
too. It's
They do the
sick.
haka by
That
the
is
4
sick.
games though, which isn't as cool because
Not
it's
as
just a
cool.
squeaky mess on the
And they're
basketball
like
court.
also like
No,
they're tall and
but
gangly.
there's too much
but all their
squeaking.
all their shoes squeak on the
Yeah,
ground when
that
they're
would
doing
It
be
sort of
weird.
loses a little bit of its luster,
intimidation
you know.
factor when they're
But I tell you what,
squeaking.
is there anything more iconic than an All Black haka in a World Cup?
No.
No, there's not.
Is
And
it not the
we're half
greatest
Kiwi.
sporting moment? Like, regardless, you take away your allegiances, I think it's the greatest sporting moment there is, essentially.
Yeah.
100%. It's unbelievable. They've also got the best anthem in the world. Like, in
Yeah.
my opinion,
Yeah.
it
It's a
is
fantastic anthem.
unbelievable. So the fact that they get the double when we're, for example, the Wallabies facing them, it's just we're on the back foot from the out.
Yeah. Haka
Don't
into
you reckon?
Oh,
the
it is
national
it's a
anthem.
tough gig.
Great anthem into the haka. It's
Yeah.
like it's tough.
And all the crowds buoyed up, and the boys are all fucking
Jacked.
G'd up. Yeah.
Some people.
That's why we need to start doing the Indigenous haka quick smart.
Get some fucking savagery.
I mean, if we can do the Indigenous, if we can get the Indigenous haka off the
an
ground,
Indigenous dance, not
yes.
haka.
No, that would be.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
Wouldn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. But you know what I mean.
And so it made me think, after, great team sporting names, great rugby league names. Xavier Savage, is that one of the greatest rugby league names?
Phoenix
and he's also
Crossland?
a proud Indigenous man.
Phoenix Crossland can say.
I think Xavier Savage is probably the greatest rugby league name of all time.
You think Xavier Savage is, and this is no disrespect to Xavier, but I mean, Phoenix Crossland.
Xavier Savage.
Well, Savage is a badass last name.
Savage is such a badass.
That's what I mean.
It depends what we're going for. Because that's a badass last name, and there's nothing against Phoenix Crossland, but there's a bit of beauty there. There's rugby league names, and then there's badass names. And I feel like Xavier Savage, he could be in a Vin Diesel movie. You know what I mean? He could be in Fast and the Furious with that name.
That is a bad guy's name in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's almost setting himself up for a Fast and Furious career.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. And he is also actually really fast.
I
you go.
saw recently there was a name of an NFL prospect. His name was De Coldest.
Oh, yeah.
I've
De
seen
Coldest
that.
to ever do it.
That's his
I think his name's De Coldest to ever do it, and then just a normal last name.
Unbelievable stuff.
Yeah.
In terms of rugby league team names, this one always got me. They're no longer with us, but I think they were around in the early 1900s. The Annandale Dales.
The Annandale Dales.
Annandale Dales. What the fuck? That's just when you were coming
just
up
gave
with that,
up.
Yeah, you're just fuck it.
Yeah.
Just do it. They had a deadline before they could put their name in.
Yeah, that's it.
They forgot. They're on the beers, having a rip and tear, which is classic rugby league.
Yeah.
And they were just fucking hung as fuck. Fuck. And then
you just write Annandale twice and just erase Annan the second time. That'll do.
So yeah, any other names?
Cade Cust.
Cade Cust. It's a strong name. I think Xavier Savage has got him.
Yeah, does he?
I think so.
But again, it's about Xavier Savage. Savage is not Savage is a normal
Ray
last
Warren,
name.
Rabs.
Savage is away.
Yes, definitely.
That is incredible.
But if what's the Knights have a couple. Tex Hoy.
Tex Hoy is pretty good.
Phenomenal rugby
That is a
league,
great
mate.
rugby. That's
Phenomenal.
pure rugby league. That kind of stuff.
That is the Brayley brothers. They've got so many Y's in their name. That is the most rugby league shit you can get. Multiple Y's in a name is mwah.
The Y maketh the man. That's their family motto.
Yeah.
Is it on their
It's on their family crest.
It's on the crest.
Tattooed on there.
the Y maketh the man.
Y maketh the man.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just think Xavier Savage is a fucking
No, I think Xavier
name.
Savage as well.
Do you reckon if you had a better name, you would have played more games?
I think so.
I don't mind your name as a rugby
It's
league
good,
name.
but if you had Savage at the
Like
end,
Denon Savage.
Denon Savage.
like Denon Savage, you would have played 400 games.
Easy.
Or if you were Denon Savage.
You would have played one.
That's a good soccer name.
Yeah, that's true. Denon Savage.
Denon
is.
Savage, you would have played for the bloody Socceroos, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, Xavier Savage. But
Leon
actually,
Bott.
Leon Bott.
Yeah,
That's a great name. Speaking of Australian,
Johns.
Socceroos, but Australian Andrew Johns. That's so Australian.
Yeah,
that's
is.
such a good Australian
Andrew
name.
Johns.
The Boomers, our team,
Got it done.
they got it done. They beat America today. Held on at the end. Was about 91 to 83 or something along those lines. Matt, can you look that up, please? It's looking over like this.
Yeah, it's 91-87, something like that.
Yeah, something along those lines. What a win from the Boomers.
Famous win.
That's a famous win. They've actually beat them twice in the exhibition game in 2019 as well.
Mate, the Boomers, there's something in the air this Olympic games. I think they get... Olympiad. I don't even know what number we're up to, but it's, insert the number here.
Yeah.
I think we medal this year.
Yeah.
I got a good feeling
Without
about it.
Ben Simmons. Sorry, bro.
We don't need him. It's just a bit
Enjoy
of a flex by
Wimbledon.
the boys. Goes, we don't need you, bro.
Do you reckon Ben Simmons is regretting hooking up with a really hot chick in the middle of Wimbledon instead of beating USA?
There's a part of me that doesn't think Ben gives a fuck.
But what's sad about it is it would have been the best thing for his game. Get back with your brothers.
Yeah.
Yes, the boys.
Get back wearing the green and the gold.
I can't tell you how much shit I copped last week for thinking that the Boomers was the Boomerangs and not just the name for
Oh,
a
really?
large
Did you cop shit
kangaroo.
for that?
Yeah. I got damn like, you fucking idiot. I'm
Do
like,
you check your requests though?
on Hello Sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. That ended nearly 2 years ago now.
Well, you have like 150,000 followers.
I know, but the request is the pit of doom. Like, if you want to go to the cesspool of the internet.
Oh, this wasn't mean shit. This wasn't like, I'm a rugby league player, go kill yourself. Sort of stuff. This was just more like, I can't believe you didn't know what the boomers were, you dumb fuck. And I'm like, well, in fairness, did anyone know that a fucking fully grown male kangaroo
I knew it wasn't
called a
short for boomerangs.
Okay,
I
cool.
did know
That's
that.
fine, though. But you didn't know that a fucking giant kangaroo was called a boomer.
No,
Because
God,
no one calls it a boomer.
Yeah,
they call it
that's
a
true.
kangaroo.
Oh, look.
No, I didn't know that.
No.
And maybe it once was, but the word boomer has been hijacked by old people.
It has. And also, the headline on Fox Sports was, OK, boomers, exclamation mark. You know.
Was it?
Yes. So, as I said last week, pop culture has ruined the boomers' name. And maybe it's time for a rebrand.
Boomerangs.
The boomerangs. Well, I don't know how, like, that's, yeah.
I mean, fucking, what's a hockey roo? Let's call it the boomerangs.
Well, hockey roo, you know, kangaroo.
Well, boomerang, fucking boomerang.
Yeah, part of me thinks that we can't keep putting roo in things.
Yeah, it's true.
We put roo in so much shit.
Like chopperoos, I'm happy with.
Chopperoos is
Socceroos,
the best name
kangaroos, like I'm happy with all of that stuff.
What do you reckon go like the Matildas route?
Love the
Something
Matildas.
different. Matilda's a great name.
Matilda's a great name.
It's a great name.
Yeah, or the Opals. I think
Yeah,
that's good.
Is that the female basketball
Was
team?
that netball?
Or was that netball?
Is there a Diamondbacks or is that Kiwis?
That's netball. The
Opals, diamonds? The diamonds are netball.
Diamonds are netball or basketball, and Opals is netball or basketball. I could actually spend a whole day going through Australia's...
Opals is basketball.
Okay.
What's the surfing team's name?
The Irukandjis.
Yeah, sick.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's bad.
Isn't that cool?
I do think boomers are due for a rebrand.
Yeah.
I think it's been hijacked by pop culture.
Yeah, there's no way of getting that back
No,
as
you're
well.
not
It's a
getting that
global
back.
thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you're now on the world stage being called the boomers, like, you're just going to look like...
Leave in the comments section new names for the Australian basketball team because we may win gold. Like, they may be the best basketball team in the history of basketball team after that exhibition win.
Yeah.
There's nothing screams Olympic gold than winning an exhibition match.
Nothing.
Mate, that's how you win them. That's how you got to chalk up the exhibition wins and then they turn into gold. People don't know that, but I do.
Eddie
The secret sauce is in the exhibition, Dan.
Absolutely. Winning matches that don't matter, that they don't give a fuck about because they're all on fucking $100 million each.
Yeah.
That's where you get
That's
your
how you
fucking...
do it.
That's West Tigers rhetoric, and that's served them well.
A couple more Kiwi international names. The national lawn bowl team are called the Blackjacks. The national softball team are called the Black Sox. And the national wheelchair rugby team is called the Wheel Blacks.
The Wheel Blacks.
They're all great names. I feel like New Zealand are beating us on the names.
Yeah.
Not beating us
I think
by a
there's
lot,
the same
but-
level of creativity that we have,
Yeah,
where
there's-
it's just like put roux onto it.
I think black is cooler. Like,
Yeah,
it is
definitely.
cooler.
I don't think that we are known for our creativity, really.
Yeah, that's
like
No.
Aussie, oi,
oi.
is the best we can do.
Yeah, yeah.
It is good, though.
It's-
I won't
well-
hear any slander on the Aussie oi, oi, oi.
We love it, but
Yeah.
it's not
Okay.
creative.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll take that. But the Aussie,
Like, the
Aussie,
people
oi,
love it.
Yeah, the people. I mean, tell me another chant that's as good as that.
But we
Chant.
don't need to be creative.
What?
Chant.
Chant.
We don't need to be creative because we're great at everything.
We are
so
great at
we're
everything.
comfortable, which
Yeah.
is why we're comfortable
Which
putting
is why
roux on the end of everything.
Poms always do like songs and shit to make up the fact that they're
They're
shit.
fucking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
did you watch? You guys watched
We
the
did.
game?
We watched the shootout.
What about
Very
some
English
of-
finish.
Very-
Very English finish.
heartbreaking.
Loved it.
Just went limp when the
Yeah.
business was getting going. You know, what I
the
mean?
Italians. I mean, there was literally videos of like naked, good-looking Italian women in the streets getting sent to me, and I was going, "Please don't send me that. I've got to miss. Oh, I don't want to.
I don't want to see this stuff. Ugh.
But
They go hard in Europe.
they love it.
Dude, did you see the English?
We're like, could you imagine if, for example, last World Cup we won, 99, there was not that carry on, I can guarantee
Rugby
you.
Union World Cup.
You know what I mean?
But like England and Australia do like an aggressive.
when we won the Asian Cup, nothing like
We
that.
do like an aggressive dark carry on, whereas like I feel like Italy are party and like there's a kind of atmospherical
Festival atmosphere.
Yes, festival. Whereas like, you know, England and Australia just get shit faced and fight each other.
The Poms
We don't-
celebrations or lack thereof. I don't know if the videos I was seeing was before the result, but theirs was like etch. It was like, oh, this is kind of like an intense.
Or after when they lost.
intimidating. There was like I was seeing videos of like Italians getting bashed.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. It was crazy. I think it was like 16 people that were in hospital in the first like whatever hours. They fucking got weird and dark over there. Whereas Italy was loving life. So, yeah. What do you think about like obviously great that Italy won, incredible. But like it exposed like some of the rhetoric online to the players that missed the penalties.
Yeah.
was
mate.
fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Like I think even Seven accidentally said like 3 black players missed the penalty.
Yeah, I saw that on social. Is that legit?
It's real. They apologised.
How in the fuck does that happen?
They were trying to link the article to there was racism against the black players. That's what they said. I don't know if
that would make more sense only because of how brazenly like
racist that
whole thing was.
Regardless,
it was like 3 black players.
Be better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be better. And then seeing like this young 19-year-old kid. Have you seen these? He put a big caption up, like just saying sorry and that.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was so good to see the mindset. Like, you don't usually get that insight of him saying, you know, like, as I was stepping up, maybe I wasn't confident and I keep rethinking, should I have kicked it that way? And blah, blah, blah.
Nice.
And just the rhetoric online, it's just like...
It was a game of soccer.
Something
Relax,
like... Yeah,
everyone.
exactly. Look, I understand that there are some people that complain about online bullying where you're like, bro, just get off the... just block them.
Yeah.
But when you're a public, like... You know, don't get me wrong. Younger kids and that is a big problem. Like the online,
they can't get away from it. They take bullying.
When you're a bit older, it's like you can control it. But I do think for people, professional athletes, and that tools do really need to be created to protect them from some of the abuse that they cop, and celebrities, and anyone that's a public figure.
Yeah. Is there any way? I mean, I don't know. I don't know where we're going to solve it, but like some accountability for the people who are saying this sort of shit. Like it's the system currently just allows you to say whatever the fuck.
Well, in England, there's people started to get arrested in that. So EPL did like a shutdown where they stopped putting anything on, like the Premier League players. I think it was like a few days. Can you please search that, Matt?
They should be. They should. What?
They stopped putting anything on social media to protest the negativity that was being spewed.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I like that.
And so
you should get arrested for saying shit like that.
Yeah, any death threats or anything.
Like the players should just be like, mate, here's this guy. They'd find him in 2 seconds.
100%, and that's what they did. So some guys got arrested. I think death threats, racial slurs, anything like that.
Yeah,
you should 100% be fined for it.
It's
like, absolutely.
so fucking unnecessary.
It was a 4-day social media boycott.
Yeah, so 4-day social media boycott. So it's genuine issue over there.
Yeah.
Oh mate, it's massive over there.
You even look at like, again, this is not to say that these players aren't extremely privileged and whatever.
That's not the point.
But exactly. But that's what the immediate pushback is.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking just grow a thicker skin. It's like, what you're not understanding is that you may think it's just one comment to them, but they're actually dealing with hundreds of those comments every single day.
Or thousands. Some of those fucking players, right?
11 million, 12 million, whatever.
But
followers.
like, I think if you like it or not, like I think if you miss the goal and someone like the guy I think who missed the first one for England, we were talking
Rashford.
About, he did too much. He should have done less. He came in, he was standing right behind the ball, he sort of danced and stuff.
But there's a difference between
just criticising that, right?
I think that's all good. That is part of the that's the thing.
But you have to take that.
Yeah,
as
that's
an athlete.
part of the gig. Like if you think that you can be a professional athlete and not have people criticise you online, you're kidding yourself.
Yes.
That's part of being great at anything. You're going to have a lot of people that can criticise you. But if like banter or saying that was a shit kick or he's a shit goal kicker or he's a shit that, like even that to me, it's kind of like if it's look if it's on a random, let's say I put a post up of like, Cameron Munster and then someone writes Anthony Milford is shit. I'm just like, block, like you're gone. Like that's so unnecessary. Whereas like if I put up a post of Anthony Milford talking about his form and you say, I don't rate him, he's a shit player, it's like, fair enough, that's your opinion.
Yes.
But the line of like...
personal attacks and threatening and...
The emojis of the monkeys and that, they were getting spammed.
Mate.
Disgusting.
It's fucking rogue.
It's so disgusting.
You just don't think that shit fucking exists
anymore.
And then but it's like, nah, it actually fucking does. And it's rife.
It's so far from like the three of our sort of way of thinking and fucking anyone I associate
I didn't even think about it until I read the articles. And I was like, what are you talking about?
I didn't think that they were black. I wasn't like, the 3 guys that missed it were black. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I know.
Why is it even a topic?
That's ridiculous.
They're just like, I agree with you. Like a person in an England jersey took a penalty. That's what I saw.
But also like the 5 guys selected to take the penalties were the 5 best penalty takers. Do you know what I mean?
And the coach made that decision.
Yeah.
Not the
like
players.
he's picked the best, like and fucking the best miss. Yeah. Clearly, if you're one of the
If
best,
you're gonna blame anyone, just blame England in general because they don't have what it takes to win games.
they don't. I tell you what, they should be doing. Like penalties are sort of fun from a suspense perspective, but they are a bit of a lottery because if the goalie sort of guesses correctly, they can save a high percentage of them. Like top corner, bottom corner, it's shit a bit harder, but like generally speaking, if you guess right, you can save them. They should just drop them off. Drop off. Just keep dropping players.
I could see that.
Drop them.
It'd be cool.
It'd be sick.
Penalty goals are a bit of a like, okay, well this
It's too much of a flick of a coin, I think. Run them into the ground. Just keep running them.
Actually,
do you know what I mean? You're just blowing, and you've been playing for 3 hours, and you're fucked. Like, that'd be sick.
There's one-on-one, and they're just running.
Well, it could get to one-on-one.
Well, touch footy, obviously they do a drop off.
Yeah, I like it.
What's interesting though is that's a good topic to bring up. Is that I've actually never been a fan of the drop goal. Like, why do we decide rugby league matches by the one thing no one gives a fuck about, and that's drop goals? Why don't we just go golden try or a draw? Do you know what I mean? What are your thoughts on that?
Did we ever have golden try, or we've only ever had golden point?
It's been floated a lot.
I don't understand it. Like, if we put it this way, again, I understand there is a place for goal kicking in rugby league, but if you took drop goals out of rugby league, we wouldn't bat an eyelid. Like, it wouldn't change the game really at all.
I think what they should do, obviously state of origins and shit, be different. You need a result, and obviously like finals footy, but regular footy, golden try or share the
There's
points.
a part of me that like, I don't mind
a
drop goal. I feel like it's still enough of a part of the game where you're like, it can still be good. Like, if you look at rugby union, what I fucking hated about rugby union is that a penalty is worth 3 points.
That's so dumb.
It's like, it's worth so much that like in some of these games are just penalties. Like it's more valuable to take 3 points and just go back and start again, because you can get down, you might get another 3 points. It's like, there's no incentive to be trying to score tries. With the drop goal, I don't know, like there's a part of me that I like. Like, there are moments in rugby league that are drop goal related that are fucking incredible.
But what if, what do you reckon was more exciting? The drop goal of Thurston or the try from Kyle Felt?
Oh, 100% the try. 100%.
So you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, so I understand what you're saying. Like, we've had some incredible drop goal moments, but that would just be replaced by the try.
Great try moments.
Yeah.
And you got to throw the nut. You got to throw the seed around.
Would there be any concern, and I'm just thinking like a
fitness
whingy sort of, perspective of like, the longer the game goes on, the more
perspective?
fatigue. Yeah, beta perspective, exactly. Which I'm not really used to, so this is hard for me.
I mean, you do fight blokes in public.
Well, I'm just fucking dripping in alpha energy. And
again, you go
never
to
had
this
a six
kind
pack
of like,
in my life.
you go to this like dominant, aggressive state. It's a very regular
thing. You notice
thing.
like I start to fucking flare my traps out.
But do you know what I mean? Like, again, this is another episode where you've
I'm
kind of
flaring
almost...
my traps.
Yeah, you're almost trying to fight us in a way. Like, you're asserting your dominance.
Can you see my traps?
I can. It's impressive.
Also, you threatened to fight everyone in Bondi before we got on air. I know it's not. It's very
I think most people listening to this would be okay with that.
Oh, look, I'm sure, but you just like, I mean, obviously I've got the traps of fucking doom, but like, I'm just saying you tried to fight everyone in Bondi before we came on. But yeah, would there be anything about like a fatigue factor? Obviously,
it's like 10 minutes, 5 minute half.
Based. Well, no, it's not 10 minutes if it's fucking, or is it?
But if it's finals footy, you're at the end of the fucking season. Get on with the job.
Yeah, right. I'm just thinking about like coaches being like, injury prone, like more injuries.
They play 10 minutes really.
They play 10 minutes anyway.
Yeah, I think like the problem I think with the golden. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I sit here hating the drop goal. It's okay. It's not. Yeah. But the problem I have is like when we get into extra time, everyone knows what's going to happen.
Yes.
Four hit ups, drop goal attempt. 4 hit ups, drop goal attempt. Like it takes the excitement and obviously the mystery
out of it.
Yeah, there's still unpredictability of the like who's going to win, but the mystery of like how it's going to happen kind of gets taken out. But again, it's not a huge deal. But I just wanted to get your thoughts on it. Now on to Ash Barty, the great Ash Barty,
Aussie Ash.
How fucking good was that shit?
That was fantastic.
One of the great Australians.
One of the great Australians.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah. We were fucking. It was a hell of a drought for a women's Wimbledon glory. 40 years.
So
since the great
now it really is Parramatta who have the biggest drought in Australian sport. Not to take it back to them, but that is a point.
No, Tom, it's a terrific point. It's a terrific point. They now hold the gong, I would suggest.
Yeah,
although when was the last time an Australian won the Australian Open?
Who cares? Parramatta.
But it is Parramatta. I'm just curious to know. Mate, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I think 95% of the nation was up watching Ash?
Oh, sure.
You have to be.
It's almost un-Australian not to watch.
It would have been so un-Australian not to.
And
so un-Australian.
Lockdown too.
She was pumping.
What else you got to do?
You're fucking sitting there. You got the great Ash Barty with is a partner's name Gary.
I think so. I was looking at Gary. I was like, how about Gary? Gary's a fucking dude.
Mad dog.
Did you watch the footage at the end when Channel 9 followed her like into the clubhouse and she talked to the Royals and then got to her team at the end? She's just so down to earth, chilled out, just like
Yeah.
relaxed. Like you could be your neighbour. You know what I mean?
And what I love about her is like she doesn't fit the typical physique of a tennis player. She's a battler, a battler. Her footwork's incredible. She moves across the court really well. But also the way that she won the match, gets out to this massive lead. Then it looks like the pressure's getting to her. Drops that set.
Crowd turns on her because they want to see a longer game.
Yes, exactly. Gets out to another lead. Then it looks like the pressure's getting to her, and she battles through that. Oh, fucking such a fan of Ash Barty.
Love Ash Barty.
Mate,
such a fan.
Like when she was serving for the match in the second set and she got broken and then lost the fucking tiebreaker, that'd do me.
And got dominated
100%.
too in the tiebreaker.
I would get done in there and then. I would just collapse in a heap.
It did me in emotionally. I was like, oh, fuck, she's going to fucking tank from here.
Oh, yeah, I was worried. I was like, how could she turn, how can she bring the momentum back? Where not only did she get broken, like she got, like all of a sudden she looked like the way worse player.
Yeah.
And then she won 3 straight games in the third set rather. I find tennis hard to watch for that reason. Like I love watching it, but like emotionally, it's so intense.
The momentum
goes back and forth, and you're
totally.
like, and you're just like
they're like drastic because it's 1-on-1. It's like these moments. They're so drastic. The momentum shifts. Where you're like, oh, what happened to you, dude?
Yeah.
You were killing it.
Yeah.
And because you get lulled into this sense of security, where you're like, oh, she's got this home. She's home and hosed here.
Yeah.
And then she doesn't, and then you're like, oh my god, it's all over.
Yeah.
No, it's sweet. Oh no, it's all over. Like that was me. I was a mess.
And fucking
good on her.
She's just like you. It's not like you're waiting for it, but you wait for the moment where she's gonna like not be confident or arrogant, but just realize how great she is. And it's like she never realizes, hey, you're actually one of the GOATs. Like you're a gun, one of the best we've ever seen as an Australian women's tennis player. And she nearly gave it up to play cricket. I'm pretty sure.
She played. I think she played in the Big Bash.
Yeah, did she? Can you show who she played? I was having this conversation with someone and I was too lazy to look into it.
What are you going to say, Matt?
She had a.
She trained with the Brisbane BBL team. But
the Brisbane Heat, but she never played, right?
She never actually played.
Right.
But the last Aussie Open winner was 1978 for women and 1976 for the men.
There we go. So Parramatta's still holding it.
But Aussie Ash will do that 2023.
Yep.
2022 rather.
Do you think maybe get Ash into bloody para, get him fucking fired up?
I'm not mad at. Well, I don't want Parramatta to win, but that would be smart from them.
That would be smart. So good from Ash Barty. So good from Ash Barty. Now, Origin preview.
Yeah,
3 great games in Queensland. Look, is it ideal situation right now as a Queenslander? No. Is it ideal situation for New South Wales? When it got named at Newcastle, that was great. But you guys have been like, it's like a layup just to slam dunk this home. Thoughts?
You think that having it move from...
Well, you've been given an opportunity to create crazy history.
Yes, we've been given a layup for history. It has not been easy. We've been getting fucked around this whole series. And we just go, you know what? Let's just be emotionless. Let's just separate ourselves from the situation emotionally. Like
go internal.
Cold, hard killers do. Go internal, go within yourself. And then when the bright lights turn on, it doesn't matter where you are. Just as long as you react to bright lights. As long as there's bright lights, that's when you switch on. That's the trigger.
Okay.
That's when you rip and that's when you tear.
So we've been fucked around, near to death. But such is the mental fortitude that we have as a state.
That's right. Well, the moment we became locked down and Tom and I were unable to go to the Newcastle game, I was like, move that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Let's create some history.
Fuck it, who cares?
They listen to
you
us.
can't benefit from it, so fuck Newcastle.
Exactly. I mean, selfishly, I was like, if I can go, I would like to be there. So have it in Newcastle. But now that that's fucking over and done with,
we were just like on the phone to Pete. We were like, listen, we're not going to be able to make it. Fucking get
move
it.
it.
Gold Coast.
And Pete said, not
Let's
a problem.
go for history.
Let's go for history. Because Pete loves history. He's around history.
You got on the blower to Pete, and that's what happened.
They've gone as a petition, but we're like, no.
You know what I mean?
Us.
I'm winking at you.
Yeah. It was a petition.
Yeah, it was a petition. But how do you feel as a Queenslander, one of those, one of the purveyors of that old fucking hat rhetoric around, 8 in a row. Like, how do you feel about that when we could and will create history tomorrow night, Wednesday time?
Slog sweep.
By recording the first ever slog sweep that can't be done again, when you get dusted by a record margin in your own state, all 3 games in your own state, you're humiliated in your own state. That can't happen again. How do you feel about that?
Look, I think it's honestly it's very typical of New South Wales. You have one good year, you get ahead of yourself, then we beat.
Not one good year, probably the greatest year of all time.
Yeah,
but
greatest
But
year
like
in the
last
history of
year, the
Origin.
only reason why you've reacted so well is because we embarrassed you so badly last year.
Right, but this is the greatest year in Origin history for an individual team. So, like, with that in mind, have you already like started to build effigies of Paul Green that you're going to set on fire at full time?
No,
Ryan?
Paul Green's the man going forward. He's the man going forward
he?
for us. Yeah,
I thought Billy Slater was the man, but then you fucked him around, and now it's Paul Green.
No, see, all fake news.
Nah,
All
yeah,
fake
Billy's
news.
too good, done too much for the state. Let's fuck him around.
You reckon
want
that's
the job,
fake
Billy?
news?
No, it's all.
You
allegedly
call him
and
Billy a
reported.
liar?
No,
This
that's
is what
not what he
happens. They
said.
turn on each other.
They do.
Billy Slater's a
Starting
liar,
to-
apparently.
Like rats eating each other alive when the food runs
From the
out.
outside looking in, you guys actually don't know the inner workings of the great state that we are.
Queensland are a barrel of
We
rats
dance
just
to the
eating
beat
each
of our
other.
own drum.
Yeah.
We dance to the beat of our own drum, and all this is
Rat drum.
a reaction
A drum of rats.
to. This is a reaction to us embarrassing you last year. After we'd spent nearly 15 years embarrassing you.
So your reaction to embarrassing us is to bend over
yeah, I mean,
and
it's
let
gonna
us
make it fun, a bit of fun.
do ya.
A bit of fun.
That doesn't make
Sure.
sense.
No,
to
it
me.
doesn't make sense. Technically, that makes no sense at all. But
Well, by the letter of the law, it makes no sense
no
at all.
sense at
Tom.
all. I will say this truthfully, and I have to be true to the listeners at home.
Punter and the dribbler.
The punter and the dribbler. I'm concerned for the state of Queensland after tomorrow night. And I'm just not 100% sure whether there's anything in place from like Anastasia Palaszczuk, to make sure that everyone's all right.
Fuck, give
Is
me
there
a
anything-
break. Honestly, the
is there
rhetoric
anything- is there
from
anything in
New
place?
South Welshmen like it
You
just,
should, like,
it's,
are you-
it's so predictable.
Is
It's
there anything in place?
I heard Anastasia's going to give you the day off,
Yeah.
day of mourning.
Thursday's a day off.
so you can curl up into a ball
And
and
you
weep.
have to wear black for 40 days, I think is the tradition after
45.
45 days straight.
Yeah, 45
And you can't
days.
shave. It's a religious thing. Like, you can't do it.
Yeah, that's how much we care about a footy. That's why we are still miles ahead of you when it comes to overall wins. Like this typical.
Are
this
you
is-
though?
this
Are
is-
you miles ahead? I wouldn't say
I think
miles.
about
Say
6 or
miles.
7 series.
If
Also,
once we dust this, it's
let's
probably
use
like
the metric
5.
system.
Numbers up.
bro.
Get the numbers up.
Give it
It's
to-
about
give it to us
6 or
in
7
kilometres. I don't know.
You
I
would
don't
have
work
to,
in
you would
miles.
have to win 6 or 7 in a row just to equal us.
No, I don't think so.
No, that's
I don't think that's
definitely-
right.
No, I don't think that's right.
Like,
I think once we get this one, which we've already got, it'd be back to 5 or so. It'd be fuck all.
Honestly,
that's fuck all.
getting ahead of yourself is a part of rugby league life when it comes to New South Welshmen. Getting ahead of yourself. You've had a good series.
hard to get ahead of yourself
Here we
when
go.
you've won
We
the
got Matt
series.
with the stats.
Firstly, I'm just going to slip in that Ash Barty did actually play for the Brisbane Heat. Apologies, Tom, for the second week in a row.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Another error.
I'm a
That's 2
fucking
errors.
genius.
Yeah,
I'm a
2
genius.
errors in a row.
I'm a genius.
Queensland 22, New South Wales 16.
Oh, there you go. So it's like
So
6
we've won
games.
22
22.
and they've won 16.
16.
So it'll be
6, exactly what I said.
So it'll be 7.
Is it updated as of 2021 though? Because we need up-to-date numbers. No, I'm just checking.
Yeah.
6 is fine.
You got
been
Ash Barty
updated.
wrong. I think it's best that we just sort of follow up, make sure that he's
Yeah,
on
it's
the
been,
ball.
it's been updated.
So it'll be
a state-
17 wins.
A state that has a
So
million.
6.
So a million
5
less
22,
people.
16.
Yeah, 5 after tomorrow.
No, we've already won.
Is it series or games?
Series.
Oh, I thought
What are
it
the
was
games? Games is tighter than that. Games are real
That's
tight.
what I'm thinking. Games.
Nah, look,
It's crazy that I thought
a
only
state that has a million less
that amount of
people.
games have been played.
A million less people and only had basically Brisbane were only around for most not even most, only 30 years now. So
Is he
and
just
we're-
making fucking excuses? Here, what Brisbane basically didn't
I'm
exist as a
saying
town.
that when it comes to the broader picture, which we like to look at, not just singular. When you win, we look at
Right.
it. We're much more dominant than you in rugby league
How's that work?
because we've won way more origins than
You've
you.
only won a couple more.
And we have a
When are
million
you
less people.
fuckers going to start thanking us for the game?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
we allowed you to play in New South Wales. It's like that was where you spent. That's where you guys learnt to play rugby league. We taught you guys how to play.
There'd be people up in Queensland who'd give up food before they gave up rugby league. So in some ways, you could argue that New South Wales has given the people of Queensland food.
Sustenance.
You know what I mean?
You could make that argument.
You could make that argument.
could make that argument.
Great barrister would make that argument. Not a problem.
The matches won is 64 to 54.
To who?
Close.
Queensland.
Thank you.
Really close.
Very close.
I just wanted you to.
Now we'll be back to 9 and then we'll dust you again next year. Oh, mate, this is over quickly.
Yeah, so quick. Before you know it.
But in the game, look, I think that this is easily the best side that Queensland has
100%.
fielded.
Not even close.
Ponga at the back there, moving and a shaking. Munster and DCE looking for a bit of redemption.
Kurt Capewell in the back row.
Yeah, not Jai.
Not Jai. Jai's
no Jai.
Zumba instructor.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
What happened to Jai?
No, Jai's Zumba. He's now a Zumba instructor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's now doing the Zumba.
Kurt Capewell in the back row.
The hammer in the centres. Does the hammer know, and this is not me being anti-hammer because I like the hammer, but does he know how to defend?
He knows how to defend, just how well that's going to be tested to the nth degree.
Yeah.
It is, I believe, and again, I may be forgetting a certain matchup, but I actually believe this is the toughest matchup in the history of Origin because it's against a guy playing one of the best series we've ever seen, and it's his debut. And also, he didn't even come into NRL as a centre. He was a winger.
Is Hammer playing on the left?
He's playing on Tommy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure on Tommy.
Yeah.
Hammer versus Tommy Knocker.
Which is very good if you were betting Tommy 2+ tries.
2+ tries?
Yeah. Including first.
Including first.
Or last.
Or last.
Okay. Well, look.
We've done some numbers.
Yeah.
It's good.
And the numbers are good.
I think that if Queensland have a lot to play for. Like, I actually think it's going to be, I hope it's going to be a much closer game. And I can see Queensland edging them out on the Gold Coast. DCE and Munster coming together. A famous Queensland win.
So what do we get him to do now? Like, we've kind of embarrassed him every time after a Queensland loss. Like, how do we take it to the next level?
Well, obviously, if Queensland win, you've got to paint your fucking face.
What if you came dressed as like a broom or something?
How would we do that?
Like the straw man off...
Like straw man
you're
off...
dressed as the straw man off of Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, but like, how would we...
Dressed as a scarecrow.
Where would I get that?
Well, you have to wear a broom in your back and then just like straw all over you.
Yeah, you got to basically wear a shirt. This is what you do. This is what you do. You wear a shirt and you fill it with straw.
Yes.
No, I'm not going to go to that. There's
Yes.
fucking straw everywhere.
Straw coming out your neck. Straw coming out your arms.
I will take
a straw head.
We will tape a broom to my back. Like, as in, we'll put a broom in the back.
No, we need some straw.
I'm not putting straw everywhere.
Just a little bit of straw.
No. Where would I get the straw from? It's locked down.
I'll get you some
We
straw.
can get you some straw, bro.
And what, be itchy the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's got to like, so one loss is a wig, 2 losses in a row is paint.
Wig and paint.
3
losses in a
is
row,
you've got to
just
dress up as a broom.
Okay.
It's got to go up in order.
Okay, but if Queensland win, you've got to paint your faces maroon.
Yeah.
No, wig. Starts back at the wig.
No, I think, come on. You got to meet me halfway here. That's
A series win is paint.
No, you can't be making the rules up now.
I'm not making them up. You've agreed to them. The rules have already been put in place. One win equals X, 2 Y.
No, I've gone above and beyond. And you actually agreed.
I'm not fucking worried anyway.
No, I'll paint my face.
Oh, you can fuck.
Let's sign up to
because
paint the face.
last week you actually did agree to paint your face if Queensland won.
Okay.
So
I don't give a shit. We're not going to lose.
Yeah. So we'll paint our face.
So but you've got your own paint, and I will go straw with the broom taped.
But straw.
If you can get me the straw,
we'll get you the straw.
Can I get you straw? Can I get you straw? Fucking hell, man.
But what I'm not getting is, like, what has a straw got to do with a fucking broom?
Well, it's just kind of like it's what a broom's made out of a little bit, isn't it?
Some brooms are made out of straw, bruh.
Hair, like brush. That.
Yeah, look, we're more organic brooms, not like your plasticky shit. You know what I mean?
You probably hate the environment. But that's all right.
Yeah, no. Well, you want a broom, which is just like made of natural materials.
I just don't know what a straw has to do with broom, if I'm being honest.
Well, A, you look ridiculous. B, it's loosely related to brooms, and you've been swept. Like, I could use you as a broom because you got swept.
Okay.
Or do we just tape him up like a broom? Like, so he's got to sit like this with his arms to his chest, and then you have the broom out the top of his head. So he's actually
he is a broom.
So actually,
I thought we were already going to take the broom to the
but then we tape you up like the pole of a broom.
So I'm going to sit
you
like that?
Sit there like this for the whole show.
But then, the thing comes up behind you, so it's like, yeah, that'll work.
Okay, all right, we'll do that.
You don't want to get an itch during the show.
And we can just tip you over.
I think Papali'i being obviously he was back last time, but I just think that lineup is much better.
Definitely.
I think Cleary and Jerome Luai is massive out.
We're not talking about that. I know. Like, that's what's actually crazy. That's the thing that does concern me.
No one's talking about that.
That concerns me.
Oh, mate, it's crossing my mind. I was concerned last week. I've been concerned ever since. It's a big difference.
Like, you can, for example, Jerome and Cleary, they were absolutely the form halves of the comp.
And they had fucking Isaiah Yeo at 13.
Absolutely. Whereas you probably wouldn't say Moses and Whiten are more in form than DC and Munster. Do you know?
You definitely wouldn't.
And also like Whiten and Moses, like they're very it's going to be interesting how they gel because I just don't like. It seems like they're both not dominant. Like it's not like Whiten is a structured player, but play revolves around him a lot usually. Whereas Moses, when he plays, play revolves around him a lot usually.
Yeah. The question that I was asking myself as I was placing my bets, obviously unwavering bias took control, but was like, is New South Wales such a good team? Not removing the halves. Like, are they such a good team that you can just bring in 2 other halves and all they've got to do is just like get the ball to their strikes? That you're going to be all right? Or is it like we might actually fucking struggle because we've got 2 halves that are Whiten's team not in form and Moses just a different fucking... he's not Nathan Cleary.
I agree with that kind of thinking of if Moses and Whiten just keep it simple and just get the fucking ball to Tommy, Trell and Teddy, your job's done.
Yeah.
Literally. That's all you have to do. Get a quick play the ball and get them the ball. There doesn't need to be any structure. There doesn't need to be any mad plays. Did you... Of any of the tries that New South Wales have scored, was there any period in those 2 games where you're like, oh, what a great play? Do you know what I mean? Like what a great structured play. Like it's not like you were sitting there going, wow, look, that looks like the Rabbitohs. Like the Rabbitohs stripped them of numbers. It's always just been quick play the balls, get your stars the fucking ball, and they burst apart. Yeah. So it's going to be about balancing, just getting the ball instead of getting too. Just don't overplay your hand because like. Cleary didn't overplay his hand. Jerome didn't overplay his hand.
Yeah, just shift the nut.
And kick well.
But like,
yes, very important.
When you got Holmes on the wing, there's a couple of tries that you didn't ice last game that maybe he can.
Yep, I agree.
You got Kalen Ponga, who's fucking elite. Like, there's points there with the side you've got for game 3. But is there enough points? Probably not.
It's going to be interesting. I think it's actually going to be a really good game. I think it's going to be a really fucking good game.
Yeah, about time you blokes showed up. I mean, you may not though.
Yeah,
we may put another 50 on you.
I think from a Queensland perspective, the key is that even though DCE leads us around the park in the sense of like the kicking and the game plan has to be focused on Munster. Like, where do we get to make Munster have as much room as possible? Whereas I feel like there was this weird balance of like who was really the focal point of our attack last time. We didn't really know. It was like people were, missing their assignments. The year before, though, it was all about just get the ball to Munster.
Do you think that will be a change they make?
Absolutely. I think that
Why do you think that?
Well, I think the issue coming into this season is DCE was in some red-hot form. Munster, he was in some good form, but where's the...
That froze last week when we were doing about even.
I think that's ours.
Yeah.
So Munster was in some pretty good form. So when you go on with good form, you may have a tendency to think, well, my way is the way we should go. Whereas I feel like the year before, DC was struggling a little bit because Manly was struggling. So he may have been more ready to be like, okay, well, I'll just take a step. You know what I mean? That may be, I don't know if that was what he thought, but that may have been the reason when you've got 2 halves that think that their way is the way.
Do you think it was more of a directive from Wayne Bennett last year, though? Is it
absolutely.
like we're going to run it through Munster? Whereas this year, DCE, Skipper, he wanted to take a bit of that responsibility himself?
I think so, absolutely. Well, it was very clear that Wayne was massively pro-Munster of like, he's the guy. Like before the games, all the quotes were, he just needs to go out and fucking do his job. So, no, I think so for sure. And also, I felt like in the first 2 games, you could see Paul Green's game plan did look like it didn't seem like a current game plan compared to Freddie. Freddie seemed like a very on-trend game plan.
So what gives you confidence that it will change then?
Well, I think that a lot of people in the Queensland camp would have, and Paul Green would have all got together and said, we need to decide. If I can see it, if maybe I'm wrong, I could be wrong, but I feel like most people can see it, then surely they can see it as well.
But wouldn't that be something you would do when the series is on the line, as opposed to like... Surely a change like that.
Game, though. Like it's only one game. Like you could be like, it's hard to be like, okay, that was the problem in just one game. Whereas if the attack is clunky twice, it's like, all right, we need to make changes.
So then if there's like more people have sort of, if the catalyst for the changing game plan is that, people in the Queensland hierarchy have gone like, come together and we've worked it out. Isn't that already an example that people above Paul Green are going, anyway, Paul, I think what we do here is play differently?
Well, no, he might think that though. He might be the one to make that change. Do you know what I mean? He could have been the one to instigate okay, this didn't work, let's try something else.
Do you reckon it was him? Or do you reckon some people went, hey, Paul,
You got to remember, he's a premiership winning. He's been in a grand final.
I know that.
Yeah.
I'm just don't think you know that. I think that you just said you said he had an old school shit game plan just before. You said Freddie's trending.
Think I said that.
Freddie's current. Freddie's fucking pop culture. And then
Freddie's hot.
You said fucking that
say any
Paul
of those
Green was
things.
black and white TV. That's what he said.
Nah.
That's what he said.
I don't remember saying that at all.
He said he's black and white TV and he should be sacked.
Look, I think we have a very different memory of the events that just happened.
Go back and listen to it, mate.
Are you concerned that Munster's doing dry July and he does his best work hungover?
That is a concern. Honestly, sometimes you want the boys to be a bit loose, a bit loosey-goosey, especially rugby league players, especially pure rugby league players of the ilk of Munster.
Yeah.
You know, he's of the purest form of rugby league.
You want him throwing up at halftime.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like Queenslanders are taking the tearing out of Rip and Tearing.
Yeah, they are.
Nah, that's
They're
never
ripping
gonna
the
happen.
tearing out of ripping
You know,
and
one
tearing.
of our main guys, he's one of the best rippers and tearers in the
you're not
game.
letting him rip and tear.
You aren't allowing him
No,
to rip
he's
and tear.
choosing to go dry.
You're not letting him. We all read between the lines,
Yeah.
mate. You got to do this for the state.
Another Paul Green directive. Like, no, you can't drink. And Munster's like, this is how I play footy.
I don't think he would. That's not self-imposed.
Nah.
He played fucking really well last week, so he's doing good things. Anyway, predictions. Obviously, winner. Man of the match.
Boring.
Winner will be New South Wales 13, 14, 15, 16, 25 plus.
Yep.
Man of the match, I think, will be Latrell. He's been fucking dudded for man of the match. Not dudded, but he's been good and missed out the first
And
two
he'll have the
games.
wally around his neck.
Yeah.
100%.
So you're going Troll man of the match and man of the series.
And for those playing along at home, I would suggest putting on this bet. Latrell first try scorer, Tommy Turbo 2 or more, Latrell 2 or more, Tommy Turbo last try scorer. It'll get you to 400 to 1.
Is that paying 401?
Mm-hmm.
That'll come off too.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
It really actually, like, so what's that's 2 tries for Tommy, 2 tries for Troll.
Yeah.
But Latrell gets the first and Tommy gets the last.
Fuck, if that come off, fuck, that's one of the great.
Yeah, one of the great. Well, we pulled off one
Well,
of the great
I'm
ones.
just letting the punter and the dribbler know, the audience, that this bet's going to come off. I'm shortballing you 401. Do what you want with it.
But do it responsibly, but do it.
Okay, also,
Well, you don't have to outlay much.
yeah, okay.
Put
fair
$10 on it, $4,000. Thanks for coming.
Also, make sure to go to About Even's comment section. Put your bet in the comment section. They will choose which bet to. Did you just have used one or lost in the last?
We haven't lost.
We have won both weeks. Well, we haven't lost both weeks. You know what I
I
mean?
thought you said you lost.
We haven't lost.
Oh, haven't lost.
Yeah,
Apologies.
haven't lost.
Okay, so make sure to do that on About Even on YouTube now. Anything else? My prediction, I actually think Latrell, even if he has just a solid game, I would still probably give him man of the series because when the series was on the line and the big dick plays need to be made, Latrell was the man.
Give him the wally. I'll be fucking
Game
furious
one-
if he doesn't get the wally.
Game one, he was like the second best player on the field and by
B's dick. Yeah.
And then in game two,
So I had him as number one, Tommy by B's dick too.
But exactly,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So like it was, people weren't even sure that Tommy was man of the match. We were, and it worked out for us financially. But then game two, Teddy was the best, but Trell was fucking probably second best as well in that game. So it's like he's been the most consistently dominant.
But he's due a mom. He's due a mom.
He's due a mom.
Give him the
and then
wally.
a wall.
He'll get the wally, the Freddie, the mom.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you
for
so
coming.
much.
What a one of the great redemption stories.
Oh, mate.
One of the great redemption stories.
Warms my heart. Warms my heart.
Okay, now on to the preview for the week. We have a great matchup: Titans v the Eels. Titans 1-7. Fafita is suspended for Origin, but he will play this game. Reid Marnie's back, which is a huge back in, and all Origin players have been named to back up.
I'm finding it more and more shocking. Like when I was younger and Origin players would back up, you're like, yeah, fucking oath you are. You know, and it was always that was always the rhetoric, right? You play Origin, you go back and you rip and you tear.
That's
for
a
your
real
club.
Origin player,
That's an Origin player. Now I'm a bit more like, fucking hell, you're
Yeah, I know.
playing after playing. You're playing on Friday after
Yeah.
playing on Thursday.
Crazy.
That's wild shit. But do you think a lot of the time they're named and then they don't play?
Nah, most of them played.
Actually, maybe I'm just thinking about Tommy Turbo because it'd be.
well, he
silly to-
played though. He played the other.
No, he didn't back up. Oh no, that was like a full week.
but that
though.
was Sunday to
It was like a
Saturday.
Sunday to
okay,
Sunday.
apologies, apologies.
But like, I know what you mean. But yeah, I'm just always shocked.
This
when you
is
see
Wednesday
these
to
guys.
Friday.
Oh, it's crazy. And like the thing is with the demands, the physical demands of today's game as well.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, it surprises me as well. I think Eels are like, they're chipping away. I put it this way. I reckon you guys respect Eels more now than you did at the start of the year. Fair comment? Being serious.
Yeah. I have always respected the Eels.
Well,
I like to make fun of them, but like they're certainly a better team than I give them credit for.
Yeah.
I fucking love like most of their players.
Yes. Yeah.
Individually, I just as a club. We like to take the piss. Mate, they're fucking having a great season. There's no two ways about it.
And they're going to probably do the Titans comfortably here. It's more when we talk about the Eels, it's like, you just are not going to win the comp no matter what anyone says. I don't care. I will, if I could financially deal with the loss, I know I'll never have it, but like I would put so much money on the Eels not winning the comp this year. Like every dollar I could pull together, if my missus allowed me to, I would put it on the Eels not to win the comp. That's all I'm saying. But they're a great team, and as Eddie said, like their players a lot, and I think that they will comfortably topple the Titans.
I think the Eels are surprised. Like I think a lot of people are surprised by their consistency.
Yes,
like they're a strong top 4 side now, and they're one game breaking signing in my opinion away from being a top 3 side.
I think that's fair.
If they had a big gun outside back or something,
strike centre,
strike centre. Like put it this way, imagine that side with Joey Manu or Latrell in centres.
Yeah.
Like it would change quite a lot in my opinion. I think they've got everything they need. Just one big signing to break games apart. And they're right there. So look,
they've got to win the big games.
Yes, I agree.
That's probably been my knock on them for the last year or two, is that they haven't won the big games.
Like when they just went down to Penrith, it was like that's a game that like the premiers win. Those games where it gets close
against title contenders, tight game, no fucking Cleary, like comes down to the wire. If they started icing games like that, I'd be like, whoa, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm fucking paying attention. Yeah. But, mate, after this weekend, as of next weekend, we're officially back into, like, no origin of effective football at all. So we'll see how they go.
Yep.
But they've got the weapons for sure to have a crack.
I think that, like, those games where they don't ice it, that's evidence that they are still just a step away from the top tier.
Yes.
Yep. But they're just in such a... If they handle this, and they have handled their salary cap so well, you've got guys like, bargain buys like Papali'i,
Cartwright even. Would he be coming quite cheap?
Like, massively
and
cheap.
And he's a great addition to their side.
Great addition to the side. So if they can just get... They got Madison on a relatively good deal. They just re-signed Madison, Brown as well. Like, they've actually landed some...
Did they re-sign Brown?
I'm pretty sure. And in both cases, they timed it perfectly because Brown, I think he was in talks with Manly, and then he asked for too much, and then Manly withdrew, so it like forced. And then Brown, I think, got injured or something like a lot of signings about timing. If you've got a guy that is on the open market and he hits crazy form for 6-7 weeks, it can fuck your cap because you've got to keep him.
Yeah.
Whereas the same guy that's just as good, but he's either injured or he doesn't hit that kind of form for 5 weeks, and you can manage to get that signature, it can change your cap for the next fucking 2 to 3 years. And I just think that Eels we haven't seen any huge articles of like massive coin sign, you know what I mean? Like this massive fight to sign such and such.
That's a good point.
Even Mitchell Moses, there was a little bit about him not taking up his player option, but he still did.
Yeah. That would have just been probably managers fucking wigging him out, wouldn't it? Like, they just get in the media and
was Mitchell Moses' choice to take up, he was in his favour the option. So he was just kind of, I guess negotiating, as anyone would, saying, look, I'll take it up if you give me a longer deal, which is smart. It's a really smart decision from him. And he's been playing some good footy. So I just think they're in such a fucking strong position.
How long have those sort of things been in player contracts, like another year in your favour and things like that? Has that always been a thing?
Yeah, ages. Right. Usually it's in the club favour. If it's in a player's favour, it's because they've probably taken unders to stay. Like, so they go, all right, we'll give you a smaller pay, but we'll give you a player option in your favour. It's usually coming from a position of the player has the leverage rather than the club.
Yep.
Whereas a club option is always usually in the fucking club's favour, like leverage for them.
Yep.
On to the Titans. Showed some, they've showed a little bit of improvement. Who'd they beat recently quite substantially? Sorry? Canberra. So that's a good win. They just... what I liked about the Canberra win is they didn't get a lot of points scored against them.
Yeah. Canberra also premiership favourites, so
Is just quickly, is Sam Williams one of the best players in the comp?
Well, Sam Williams, future immortal. That's the
Because he
male
looked
on
like
here.
it on the weekend.
Future Immortal and the Raiders knocking on the door.
Because
of,
what he did on the weekend was a masterclass in picking a team apart.
He's a fucking animal. Sam Walker. Sorry, not Sam Walker. What's his name? Sam Williams.
Sam
Of course.
Williams.
I can't believe I forgot it.
Well, it was a masterclass in picking a really, really understrength side apart.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
So what like
a side that's missing, what, was 6, 7 blokes?
6, 7, 8,
That's
9,
all
10,
right.
yeah.
But I mean, Raiders were also missing players as well.
Two
who?
players. 3 players.
They're missing 7 blokes.
They got rid of George Williams.
Well, George was no good.
What are you talking? Hang on.
They had Whiten's out. Papali'i was out.
Whiten out of form. Papali out of form. In fact,
Whiten's
I
the
think
Clark Churchill are the Dally M men. Papali'i is one of the best forwards in the game.
Yeah, I know, but they're out of form. Horribly out of form. It actually helped the side to not have him in there.
Chance Nickel-Klokstad also out.
Chance is out. I'll accept Chance. Chance is out. But
Well, I mean, what, you won't set Whiten?
I think
and
Chance got
Papali'i-
engaged
no.
recently, so
Whiten
congrats to
and-
Chance.
Congrats to Chance. Great bloke.
Congratulations to Chance.
He's one of the great blokes of rugby league.
He seems like a nice guy.
So how does it feel seeing boy
Tom,
band
Jake.
syndrome? Boy band syndrome become full effect.
Tom, Jake, Cherry,
losing
Schuster,
to Raiders,
Finau, fucking
losing to a
Sirenen.
struggling Raiders that couldn't
Raiders
get a win.
Raiders are fucking smokies, mate, and we know it.
At the start of the season,
You're better
I
than
heard
that.
you fucking blowing so much smoke up the Raiders' arse. Oh, they're an unbelievable football side. No one will
And
touch
now
them.
we start to recognise.
And
them
now
as a
he's
good
like,
side.
oh,
You're like,
fucking,
they suck.
you flip, mate.
Yeah.
So how does it feel though that like you guys got beaten by the Raiders on the weekend?
It was an origin
it
period.
feels
It was
great.
buy round.
So
we
you
had
can't
12
handle
players out.
Origin, so you're not in that tier, are you?
No. We have so many fucking good players, and unfortunately injuries because our players go so hard and they're so talented, and everyone turns up to play. against us.
Are you the sort of bloke that like takes heaps out of fucking buy round football?
Yeah, buy round football doesn't.
Broncos had a famous win on the weekend.
buy round football.
Yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
matter. Yeah.
That's why you are a buy round operator.
Yeah,
when
it's-
it doesn't
we had a famous
matter.
win.
Yeah,
It's
everyone
famous
talks
win.
about the competition suffers during Origin because the good
He probably
teams just
walks
don't
around
even
telling
care.
everyone they won the fucking trials. Mate, we fucking won the
Yeah,
trials.
we
this
look
year.
really good in the trials.
We won the
Reece
pre-season.
Walsh looked really good in the trials.
Did he?
Yeah, he actually did.
Did he look good?
And then we got rid of it.
And you fucked him
That's
off.
great.
Anyway, no.
But back onto the wheels being falling off.
Oh, is that what you were talking about? Wheels falling off? You're
yeah.
trying to
No, I
equate
just
that to
said I
Manly.
said that phrase now. That had nothing to do with this.
Oh, it's
Mate,
just separate
that was-
things.
But you've connected the dots.
Well, you said wheels falling
so
off.
it must mean something
No,
to you.
you said wheels falling off then and then now.
No, but you've connected the dots though.
Well, you said wheels falling
yeah,
off.
because it's a phrase
Well,
to
fuck,
use.
if I didn't connect that, I'd be an absolute dead shit.
But you can see the connection though, correct?
Well, I don't think the wheels are falling off, so no. But I can see the connection between the two things you said. You said wheels falling off, and then you said it again.
And then
So
you
it's like,
related
if I was
to
playing
Manly.
fucking memory card game, I go, oh, wheels falling off.
And then
You
you
said it
related
twice.
to Manly.
Well, we were talking about Manly. I can't
Yeah.
help that.
Okay.
The wheels
you
haven't-
can't help that because you lost on the weekend.
Well, we're fucking dominant, Dan. Dominant.
So boy band syndrome, seeing that play out, does that hurt at all or not really?
Well, there were
what are you
none
talking
of the
about?
boys in the band
They
were
weren't-
even at the game.
Well, Tom Trbojevic didn't play and he's looked like the shell of a side.
Neither did
for
Jake.
weeks.
Neither did Daly.
Yeah,
I
but
think
we
Daly
know-
might have actually made a bigger difference in that game.
Who, sorry?
Daly.
Daly.
Daly didn't play. Queensland captain, if anyone forgot.
Yeah, Whiten didn't play. Dally M winner.
Schuster.
Papali'i, one of the best forwards in the game.
Finau. Sirenen.
Fine now, you can't be throwing fine out.
Why not?
Why the
You're
fuck
bringing
can't
up
we?
George Williams.
Yeah, because he actually played this season.
Manasi Woodall.
I tell you what though, Lachlan Croker though, I'm such a
Dude, I
fucking,
love Lachlan Croker.
I do. IMBE is fucking proved so
Lachlan
much.
Croker's a fucking gun.
Anyway,
Also,
you're just cut because we'll be fucking winning the comp this year and
we're
you'll be
just playing
coming last.
finals. What's going to happen when finals rolls around? We do this show. You're just going to have to
It's
sit
going
under
to be
the
so
desk.
quiet.
Nah.
We'll run it for you.
Adam
You can
Reynolds
sit
is
under the
coming
desk.
next year. We honestly, I think we will leapfrog you next year.
Is there any way for him to get out of that yet? Like, is it past? Has it passed for him to bail out of that?
Adam
thing?
Reynolds, I'm hearing whispers.
Kurt Capewell, like, not only did
I'm
we get
hearing
Reynolds,
whispers.
we get Capewell. We are building, like, did you see Katoni Staggs
I bet you
return?
guys will play
Did you
Capewell
see
in the
Katoni
centres.
Staggs return?
I
Is
bet
he
you
not the
play
best?
Capewell in the centres.
Is he not the best center in the game right
Yeah,
now?
I've heard you've signed Capewell as a
Katoni
centre.
Staggs absolutely
I heard
just
that.
went
Yeah.
out there and had some fucking shark soup for
You guys
dinner.
going to put Capewell on the wing?
Mate, maybe.
Yeah. Why
Kevy
not?
Walters, he works in mysterious ways.
He does. I
Six
actually,
premierships.
Matt, you might be able to look up this. I actually think Kevy's got the coach whisperer, Bradley Stubbs.
He did in the Queensland thing.
You guys, no, I think even at the Broncos.
Really?
Yeah, I think you guys got the coach
Premiership
whisperer.
soon. Premiership soon.
Yeah.
Is that when Queensland couldn't call us New South Wales?
Yeah, they couldn't mention who
And
we
then
were.
they lost? That was
Yeah.
so
That
funny.
was so bad. I fucking hate it.
No, that was fucking
Speaking
hilarious.
of coach whisperers, and we're talking about man there right now, I'm pretty sure that Tommy Turbo has like a hamstring whisperer called like Ruben, who like fucking follows him everywhere. He's in New South Wales
a
camp and
hamstring.
shit.
Oh no, he's the guy that fucking like speaks to his hamstring and understands it inherently and makes it right.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
So he actually brings his own hamstring whisperer into the
No.
Origin team.
He like when his hammy went down and he got my one,
Yeah,
Was that in the shower?
no, we gave him a hamstring. Eddie donated his hamstring
the other one.
last
My
year.
one's good to go.
Okay.
The one that he did in the shower is the one that's under the injury cloud.
That's being whispered to currently.
Yeah, it's just been whispered
okay.
to. They went and got a specialist from Melbourne, a hamstring whisperer, who's made, shitloads of money whispering to hamstrings, and now he flies around the country with Tommy getting it ready.
Yeah.
Sings at lullabies and shit, put it to sleep.
So do you reckon he reads at bedtime stories?
Fucking oath he does.
They're hard to hear though because he's always fucking whispering. So I don't even know what he's saying to the damn thing, but he's just always up there like stroking it and shit and like
Getting it ready, getting it primed, mate.
Does he say does he rub it and then he goes to Tommy, it just kicked.
Yeah, it just I felt it kick.
Oh, I felt a kick.
Feel it kick,
Yeah.
Tommy?
Oh, it's asleep. No, it's just gone to sleep. Be quiet. Don't wake it up. And then he's got to wake it up before the games. You see that fucking footage where he's like fucking cranking it?
Mate,
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what they're paying him like per minute to work with the hamstring.
You
Whatever it
could not
costs.
pay enough money. Like
Is-
whatever it costs.
Is it the most valuable hamstring in the history of Australian sport? Seriously?
No, in the history of mankind.
in the history of mankind?
Simple.
And then yours would probably be a close second.
It is. I get it for free. They got a fucking bargain there.
Yeah.
But like, if Tommy Turbo is on $1 million a year, right? On current form, right? You'd pay $3 million for him a season.
Yeah.
Easy. So you could argue that the hamstring whisperer is worth fucking $2 million.
$2 million. Well, because you got to whisper to two hamstrings. Like, I mean, fuck.
So do you reckon when they go away, he rooms with the hamstring whisperer rather than his teammate?
I think that Tommy actually rooms by himself because he's so elite and they just sort of go, you know what, dude, do whatever you want. But obviously the hamstring whisperer comes whenever he wants.
Maybe the hamstring just sleeps in like a cupboard.
Yeah.
Like the olden days where you'd have your personal servant literally in a cupboard.
In a cupboard, yes.
Yeah. And he like pops out.
Take
and
out the partition, put down like a fucking, one of
He
those
sleeps
cot
close
mats.
to it.
Yeah.
He's on a trundle next to the hamstring.
He has
gotta be-
headphones with ultrasound like
Next
connected
to the
to the
hamstring.
hamstring.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And he just monitors it as he sleeps, and any weird noises he gets up gives.
He gets up and goes, oi, what was that? Oi, woo, 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 hey, settle, big fella, settle.
Woo, big guy.
And he's like actually rubbing his cock, not the hamstring. He's like,
Well,
you're
you could
literally rubbing my
mistake
cock.
it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's keep it professional.
Let's not take a turn to the ridiculous. He just whispers to his hamstring.
Yeah. I mean,
So not to his cock, to his
No,
hamstring.
just not to his cock.
So there's no cock whisperer involved in this.
no, Tommy's got a girlfriend. He's loyal.
Exactly.
Good Lord, you're crass.
A cock whisperer. That's a Queensland camp situation.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Excuse me. I mean, fuck. 2 weeks ago we were talking about a fucking T1 running on cocks a few weeks ago, and all of a sudden
Nah, not
a
on
cock
this-
whisperer is too far.
Nah,
Was
not
that the
us, dude.
mistake with Jai? Thought he's got a cock whisperer.
He might have. You know what? He probably did. get a
Yeah, I
cock
think
whisperer
that's
in.
what it was. I think Joe had a cock
Allegedly.
whisperer. Allegedly. Yeah.
Zumba, cock whisperer.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the Titans.
Anyway.
Back to the Titans.
Look, I think it's going to be a dominant win by the Para Eels.
Yeah,
Yes,
Para 13 plus.
agree.
13 plus. Wow. Now, on to Manly v. the Dragons. Dragons looking to bounce back, galvanise, if you will, after the dramatic few weeks. All the Origin players, I think, have been named. What are your thoughts on this game?
Can you just scroll through?
They'll need to be named.
Because I believe that Joshy Schuster's back as
Oh,
well.
and
in
he's
number
starting.
12.
The confidence.
Just going straight in. Carl Lawton, I'm glad they kept him in the side. Like,
He's been going good.
he's been going really well. So look at that back row for Manly. Holy shit. Olakawatu, Schuster and Kepi at the start of the season, I don't think anyone would have even thought like that would have been your first choice back row, right?
Yeah.
Like,
No way.
they've just ripped and teared and come on really well.
And they're all young. Like what's
So
so,
young.
good for Manly right now is like Paseka's not too old.
Paseka's young as fuck.
And then you've got
Olakawatu.
Olakawatu is 22, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Schuster, who's only 20.
Did you see the try Olakawatu scored? Obviously, we didn't win against the Raiders, and that sucks. But the try he scored against the Raiders was just like, oh, this guy's a problem. He is
He's a fucking
huge and
beast.
strong and just... It was just like, he steamrolled Tarpanay, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
he's
It was just like,
fucking
just ran
beast.
straight over him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a fucking handful.
I feel like if he was at a Sydney club, there'd be a lot of articles about how his incredible physique, and that not being a G up. Like he's genuinely a fucking big athletic guy. Yeah,
Yes.
but we're not. It doesn't really get talked about enough. But he is a fucking giant that's got great footwork, great ball playing ability, and great offload.
He's close to my favourite player in the game right now.
He's so fucking good. Him and Harper and Schuster are just so fucking such. even Saab to an extent.
as well.
Like Saab couldn't even get a run at the Dragons.
I know.
And then
Which
you
is the most DMC fucking thing I've ever heard. It's like, get rid of one of the best wingers in the game.
Now
When he first came, I was
He
like,
did struggle a bit.
who the fuck is this
well,
guy?
yeah, but I mean, the
And
whole
it
team
just
struggled, right?
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is you could be mistaken for thinking, okay, I understand why they got rid of him. But now, when I see the full potential, I'm like, what the fuck
He's
are
so
you
fast.
doing? He's so fast
Yeah.
that it's undeniable.
Yeah, it's not like he's just a quick guy. It's like, oh, he's
no.
fast.
He's like fast.
And you see the impact of it in every game.
Yes.
Whereas like most wingers that are quick, you don't see the impact every now and then. It's like, oh, holy shit, he got a break. Let's see his full flight. Every game you're seeing Saab hit full flight. And every game you're going, how the fuck did he get from here to here whilst that person only got to here?
It's like there is just an it's like you can't coach speed or whatever, but like unless you're Roger Fabry, shout out.
Yes.
But like it's
Roger
actually,
Fabry has really been lighting the fucking social.
dude. He has. Roger's ripping and tearing on socials.
Is he having the best year of his career?
I think so. I'd say that Roger.
I think you could argue he's having the best year of his career.
Roger's
on and
gone
off
to
the
new
field.
heights.
I agree.
On the field,
Are
you
you
got
going to
people
give
like
him his
Saab.
coaching role back at fucking Bloke?
Did you not give it to him last week?
No, I don't think I did.
okay.
Now, obviously, the board internally speaking and working
It's not
through
just a
those
decision that
negotiations.
you make.
Absolutely. This
Yeah.
is a serious position, guys, and we don't just hand it out willy-nilly.
Yeah.
He was given an opportunity. Unfortunately, that week wasn't the best week for us.
Yep.
Maybe in the future he'll get another opportunity. At the moment, we're having high-level discussions about who we want to have as the coach going forward. Being that it is my page, my company, I founded it all, I create the content,
Yeah.
I ground all this up. Usually I would consider putting myself there.
Yeah, right.
But we may need to put Fabry there. So we'll.
You just gotta evaluate all of the sort of
Yeah. I mean,
facts,
the
figures.
natural decision, you'd think the guy that actually made it all and did it all would get the coaching role,
Well,
but
not
there has
always.
bin a bit of a push. I'm feeling a bit of a push from you guys to put Fabry there.
Oh, we're not pushing anything.
No, we don't. We don't give a fuck. We're merely pointing out that there's a desperate man over there who wants his job
He
back.
wants his job back. He needs his job back. But having someone as fast as Jason Saab in your side is just an undeniable weapon. Like, it's a feature of every fucking game for Manly. Is like, if you give him just a half a metre of space,
half a mil.
half a millimetre of space, he just makes his opposition winger just look like a fucking forward.
It's crazy, and it's such a example. Every player in this team, pretty much, except for the out and out superstars like Tommy, DCE, maybe Martin Tapau to an extent.
Tommy, DCE, Jake.
All the other players, and Jake, all the other players are an example of how good Desi has as a coach. He has taken them from a level that a lot of these guys may even struggle to make other NRL sides to, in my opinion, the most underrated forward pack in the game. And also, their back line, Morgan Harper and Brad Parker, they have gone from solid first graders to Morgan Harper is a gun. Brad Parker is each week putting in 8 out of 10 performances. Then Saab is one of the best young superstars in the game now. Ruben Snack Garrick struggled at the start of the year, all of a sudden hitting red hot form.
Top point scorer in the comp right now.
Kieran Foran, I think they may have just re-signed him.
They did. So we've just re-signed a shitload. We've basically just re-signed like the whole fucking team.
But like Kieran Foran, and I'm a huge Kieran Foran fan, like what he's achieved and everything he's gone through on and off the field. Like he was done 12 months ago. Like there were articles everywhere going, probably a worry to sign him. He's been injured and this, that. And he's now steering the only team a lot of people think that can challenge Penrith and Storm. He's part of that.
He left the peninsula and he slowly died.
Yeah.
Like he was a fucking a week or two away from death.
Yeah, it's like, what do you
and
have?
that's not me saying that. That's professional medical advice.
Yeah.
And he's come back to Peninsula and he's breath of fresh air. Look at him go,
It's like having
mate.
a fish in a fish tank and you just withhold food from that fish. It's like eventually you're going to die. He's got back to the peninsula and people just started sprinkling a bit more in
That's
there.
it, baby. And now he's fucking
Strength
humming.
to strength, ripping and a tearing. Obviously, just another good-looking player in Manly's team of good-looking players.
Underrated, good-looking Kieran Foran, in my opinion.
He doesn't get the he doesn't.
Is he underrated?
Well, not from us, but
Well, I mean,
think
he just doesn't
in
get
general,
mentioned in
no,
the
he
hot
doesn't.
boy conversation.
He doesn't
a
get
lot.
mentioned
He
in the
did.
hot boys.
Yeah.
Once upon a time,
Best arms,
probably.
one of the best arms in the game. Big arms.
Got lovely arms. He's also just, I don't know, in the last couple of years, maybe like year and a half, got a very elegant and understated chest piece right across here, filled the pecs with ink, shirtless. It's a sight to behold.
Glorious.
Yeah.
Fucking glorious.
Okay, now on to the Dragons.
A lot of players out for the Dragons.
Look, I can't.
I'm seeing a lot of players in.
So what happened was they allowed them to stagger their suspension so they didn't have too many people
look at
out.
the side.
That's one of the great loads of shit I've ever
Nathan
heard.
Brown actually said, how is it fair?
Look at their side. That looks relatively full strength.
So Nathan Brown said, how is it fair that two of my players accidentally got on a plane where there was a close contact? They didn't even do anything wrong, but because they're close contact, they have to isolate for 14 days and can't play for 2 weeks. Yet the Dragons players actually broke COVID restrictions and are allowed to play. And so, even though I would never push for players to be suspended for longer, it is what it is. But I understand where Brownie's coming from the Warriors.
So what
what
Brownie's saying there, right, is obviously the Warriors players have to isolate because of the rules. That's unfortunate. And I can see how you go, well, yeah, okay, my players need to, just because they've been in close contact, you don't want to fuck the game of rugby league. How the Dragons are allowed to field a fucking good side. No, they'd be able to field a side, right? If you suspended those players, it'd be fucking tough, but you'd be able to field a side. That should be the punishment for the players fucked the club. They fucked their fans. They fucked the game. So they should not be allowed to play, and the club should suffer, and the fans should suffer, because that's like when your mum or you're at school and it's like, well, if this person doesn't fuck up, then everyone's got to stay in. You know what I mean? Or you're all in trouble because this person's fucked up. Or at training, isn't it? If you don't run, if you don't get the whatever the fuck sprint done in a certain amount of time, then we've all got to run again. How is this a fair outcome?
No, I totally agree.
30 people in the squad, they could have fielded a side.
Or at least what they said was, okay, tell me how much you've got available. And let's say Dragons came back and said, we've got 20 available. They said, all right, well, it's 7 players then. You know what I mean? Come to some, if it is true that they couldn't have put a side together.
But they could have.
I know what you're saying. I'm saying, let's say they would have been too short. Then they go, all right, well, there's 2 of them allowed to play. Not all of them allowed to play.
Yeah.
And I didn't think when Brownie did bring this up after the game, I would never push for the boys to be suspended for longer. This isn't about me wanting them to be punished.
Yeah.
But I see where Brownie's coming from. I think that is not pretty. That is fucking outrageously unfair.
Yeah.
That he has 2 players missing 2 weeks that literally didn't do anything wrong, but he has other guys that, 10 or 11, 13, so 12 players that get to stagger their suspension. Not only stagger it, but only miss 1 game.
It's fucking outrageous.
I was just going to say, only 3 players are serving their suspension this week. Dufty, Fulmano, and Kade Ellis.
Yeah. Right. And so they get to stagger that over the next week.
4 weeks.
So I expected to look at this side and be like, who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah.
And I recognise everyone.
Dude, that is such horse shit.
Well,
let's just go out there and pump the fuck out of a Manly.
Wrongs.
Yeah, right. Now, I do believe, I just want to be really not clear about this, but for Dragons fans, often we get caught up in the now and we don't actually forget where we started. I actually think Dragons as a club, relatively speaking to the start of the year, are in such a good position. They're almost the most improved club maybe them or the Sharks. The Sharks probably should have landed in the top 8, but with everything happened, we thought, okay, they're going to bomb out. But Dragons are in the top 8 and they've recruited pretty strongly. Their cap isn't fucked. I think Dragons are having a fantastic year for where they could have ended up.
Fucking oath.
A fantastic year. When you think about it.
A lot of people have had them last.
Last. I had them fighting for the spoon. Put it this, look, Andrew McCulloch being one of their best. Jack Bird being one of their best. Those are 2 players that the Broncos are paying the bulk of their contract.
Jack Bird's been incredible.
He's been so good for them. So think about how good your salary cap is right now for the Dragons when you've got 2 of your best players where most of their contract, or at least half of it, is being paid by another club. That's a masterstroke.
You love that.
You love that. Especially if it's the Broncos paying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That does hurt a little bit.
That sweetens it.
So I just think that, obviously Corey Norman's moving on next year. You've got Sullivan coming through that's a gun. Sloan is showing a lot of promise. At fullback, he seems like an out-and-out fullback. I think the Dragons are in a better position than they've been. One of the best positions they've been in since probably 2013, 12-ish, because they seem like they're building something with players that aren't necessarily... the issue with the Dragons from yesteryear was they would have 5 to 6 origin players and be coming fucking 12th or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas right now, they've got Hunt and Sims, and a lot of people thought Sims was lucky to make it. Obviously, he's went on and killed it. And they're building culture around players that aren't all superstars, so it's a very positive sign moving forward. I actually think this is going to be a close game. Because they're going to be coming out ripping and tearing after everything they've been through.
Manly 13+.
Manly 13+, obviously, but I am fuming fuming about this fucking side that the Dragons are rolling out, and that they just don't
Ridiculous.
They don't really feel any of the effects of their fuck up.
Okay. I'm going Dragons 15 plus.
That's a spite bet.
No, it's not. What was my bet last week? Raiders 15 plus?
Yeah, it was a
What
spite
happened?
bet. It was a fucking spite
Thank you.
bet.
That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Thank you.
You just go against us every week, and it's gone horribly for you.
No, it hasn't.
It has.
Literally won every bet I've taken.
It must be bad if he's getting up to go.
Yeah. The bladder is about to explode. Now we have the Raiders v the Sharks. Speak to me, Tom. What are you thinking there?
This is a little bit of a game where you're kind of going like, who the fuck knows? I'm going to be backing the Sharks because of recent form. They had the dip against the Broncos. That was obviously shameful, and I don't think that anyone in Cronulla would be wanting to, even think about that again. But maybe it was just a one-off. The Raiders, obviously, I hate now with every fibre of my being after the weekend. They didn't towel us up. Yep. They sort of did. But I think it was mainly we lost that game as opposed to them winning it. That was more what I felt like. You said
Sam
lose
Williams
games sometimes.
literally pictures apart.
He's an immortal there, so you can't help that. So I think the Sharkies, who I don't know if I've tipped the Sharks once this year. Like I actually don't know. I don't know. I'm
going Sharkies. I really like
as well.
Sean Johnson was fucking one of the best players of the round on the weekend. I think I really liked what the Sharks are building. I actually think next year, from what I'm seeing now and the raps I know Craig Fitzgibbon has, I think Sharkies are going to be the dark horse of next year. Not to win the premiership, but to really put pressure on that top four.
It's a serious turnaround because we were bagging the shit.
And it was handled terribly. There's no denying, regardless of how it's turned out now, it was handled poorly.
But the fallout, it was handled poorly, but the results off the back of how badly it was handled made it even worse.
Yeah,
right? They were just getting pumped.
But we also have to remember they are currently sitting where they were sitting last year. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like, anyone that's going to be like, oh, they made the right decision because they're going okay now. Well, hang on a sec. They're actually on the position where they should be.
Yes.
But I'm with you though. That the performances after that, all that shit went down.
They've done well to sort of turn around what was an immediate downturn. And
they've got Townsend, Fafita, and Dugan all. And Graham, so 4 of their highest paid, most impactful, experienced players, not even playing.
Not even there.
And they won 4 on the trot, lost to a great, valiant, strong, incredible, dominant Broncos that looked like they were, I guess, instilled with the spirit of Darren Lockyer again.
Spirit of Brady Croft.
Other than that, I think that if they win this week, it'll be I think it's 5 from 7 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I am going Sharkies for the win.
I'm with you on Sharkies for the win. Fuck the Raiders. Fuck Canberra. Fuck everything about them.
I've been on the Sharks all year. I love them. As a club, what they've gone through, they've rolled out some really good performances, and the Raiders have fucked me every week betting perspective.
Yeah.
So
and they fucked you last week as well.
I'm just sick of them. I'm sick of them.
Shout out to Josh Hannay, greatest assistant coach of all time.
He's almost doing too well for himself.
He's
putting pressure on the next guy.
Mate, the performance he's put in this season, if I was Queensland Rugby League, I'd be parachuting him into game 3 and you might have a shot.
Do we get Josh as the coach?
Seriously.
Have you thought about Josh?
Have you thought about the great caretaker all time?
Caretaker of Queensland.
Until Slater takes over.
Yeah. You should get rid of Paul Green now.
No way. Green's
and then
the
get
man.
in Hannay.
The state of Queensland is behind Green. He's going to get the job done game 3.
Caretaker king.
And
but all I'm saying is, if I'm just being logical, and I try to be often, the best option for Queensland is Hannay.
Yeah.
Because we've seen what he's done with a side it's had, the world against them in some ways, in the Sharks, just rolling out win after win. I've looked at Paul Green's work in 2 games, and I think Hannay's the man.
Hannay's the man to take over?
Yep.
For good or just for a period?
In a caretaker role. The third game.
He could be sign him up long term, but he's just only a caretaker. He can be sacked at any moment. That'll keep.
No, but he comes in when you need him.
Yeah.
No?
Look, I just think that you're getting worried now of Green's might, that we're going to...
Definitely not.
Because, I think...
Do we look worried?
Yes. I think that the problem is, can you imagine if you don't win that 3rd game? It'll just be a victory.
Oh, what? We won the series.
But how I guess disappointing though. I'm being serious. How disappointing that if let's say we win the game 30-14 or whatever, then it just turns into a fucking serious win, and all of a sudden we've saved ourselves.
You've got to understand, we've got like the mindset of like elite top level, I guess, like almost like fighters and martial artists. Where it's like you don't have loss as an option.
Ah, okay. But if that happens, though, it just turns into another series.
But it won't happen.
What did you guys think of the Conor McGregor fight?
Shit. He was getting absolutely pumped.
Did you see his interviews after it saying that he was barely any scratches and he was winning the round?
He definitely wasn't winning the round.
Mate, no one can fucking rewrite the narrative like him.
I will
it's
say the
unbelievable, and it's like some of it you go, yeah, okay, I get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but then I'm like, hang on, no. You're luring me into the bullshit. You were getting fucking pumped. Simple as that.
I did find interesting when he's just talking about, because I listened to his coach get interviewed as well, and he was like, a lot of the ground and pound, although it seemed hectic, it was largely just like he parried a lot of them. Like he was sort of I'm not saying he did, but like when Conor was like, look at my face, I was like, well, his face actually doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, but when he got up, he was fucking fully. His
red.
face is conditioned to take punches, so like obviously it's not going to cut up as badly. When he got up,
from how violently he was, from how violently it seemed.
Two judges gave it 10-8. Two judges gave it 10-8.
Did they really?
Yeah.
I mean,
a 10-8 round is a pumping.
Yeah,
it was a pumping.
Two of them gave
and he tried to take him to the ground. I'm like, what are you doing?
Because he was getting lit up.
He was getting rocked.
Exactly. That's my point. Like, if the fight's going your way, why would you go to the ground, Conor?
Yeah, he was getting.
You don't do well down there, brother.
He had a great first a minute or two with the leg kicks. Then Dustin seemed to leg kick back.
He did quite effectively.
Yeah, and then Dustin was lighting him up. So he shot. I think that it's like a double-edged sword. The only man that could achieve what he has achieved is a man that refuses to accept reality. Do you know what I mean? Like if he accepted reality when he was coming through, he never would have achieved these incredible. Like what he has done in sport is absolutely incredible. Like there wasn't even barely any. Europe. I think he was the first Irish champion. Like even little things like that.
First Irish champion.
European. So like even little things like that get overshadowed by his greater achievements. So to go from this kid in Ireland that MMA is like barely even seen as a sport, where a lot of people are like it's not even a sport, to one of the biggest athletes in the world that was the number one paid athlete on Forbes list this year. So to do what he achieved it will never be replicated, and it was fucking incredible. But then
it's done now.
But the double-edged sword is just these things happen where he gets beaten and he like refuses to accept the reality of like he was getting, in my opinion, he was getting dominated each round.
He was getting
for that round.
He was getting lit the fuck up.
And like he even said in the video, he put a video up in his story showing him elbowing Dustin from the ground, and then pictures of Dustin in an interview going like that. Like
that's what I'm saying about him trying to like rework the narrative. Like he's very good at it.
How much time must he spend reworking that narrative though? Or like who's with him that's not going like that's allowing him to like get it to that point?
But it's like that's his superpower though.
Yeah.
Well, Ronda Rousey said it. She was like, the fact that you have fucking broke your tibia and your fibia or whatever, and you're like your shins fucking snapped in half, and you're on the ground screaming for doctor's decision because you're thinking about the next fight. It's crazy.
Like it's his superpower, but it's also his undoing. You know? Like it's a genuine superpower that he can create the reality. Like he did. He created the reality in his head that most people shouldn't have.
Yes.
But it's like Dustin's the best fighter in the world at lightweight, and you aren't training that hard, and he has been fucking in wars for the last 5 years, and it's like obviously. Again, you trick me every time and I let my guard down and then you break my heart again. But it's like, of course he's not getting better. Like he's not training.
No, he's not getting better. But the other thing is, it's like we were talking about, Tom and I, it's now becoming sad because he had this meteoric rise that may not happen again in terms of its speed and like its fucking gravitas. And then is this the ending? Him just like refusing to accept it and just getting fucking bashed and getting your shins
and then he
broken
becomes like
and
punchy
shit.
and you know like,
well, that's the problem. If he goes out, fights Dustin again, and gets completely sparked,
then he's got the Nate fight. He may get sparked again. He may end his career on like
6 losses
with like a fucking throwaway win with Cowboy in there. You know what I mean?
From a purely like selfish fan perspective, I'll always watch his fights because it's like he can entertain like no other.
He's still the pay-per-view king, mate.
But from the side of like, you went from funny, not witty banter. You went from that. Don't get me wrong, it still crossed the line, but there was a playfulness to it.
Yeah,
you could
gone
see that
from that now.
It went into this dark, weird, and I can't talking about someone's wife. I spoke about this on podcast. That's the line. Like the line for me was punching the old dude, but then like the wife and the Khabib stuff, I was like,
the Khabib stuff was dark.
It was no longer fun anymore. It was no longer fun.
Like it's like this isn't fun anymore.
It was no longer this young, cocky Irish kid who's just talking shit and getting into people's heads. It became like it was almost like he ran out of shit to do and shit to say, and like
even Mayweather matured. Like even Mayweather towards the end of his career, or even like three quarters way in, was nowhere near the money Mayweather that was, or Pretty Boy Floyd. Was it Pretty Boy Floyd that he used to be?
It was Pretty Boy Floyd, then it became Money Mayweather.
So there was, at the start, he was full trash talk. And then it got to a period where he evolved as well. I think eventually it does become kind of like, bro, like, fuck.
When he became the A side, he began to mellow.
Yeah, agreed.
It seemed like Conor was trying, everyone said it was like, obviously, again, Cowboy, he was fighting like an old dude, but when he went too dark with Khabib and everyone was like, that was fucking scat and not fun, really. Like, that wasn't fun to watch. Anyone. That was scat. And then obviously after the fight, it sort of blew up and everything.
But then you say it's all business in the ring. You know what I mean? And I think that, like, bro, for some people, it's not all business.
It's not. You can't say that shit and then be like, it's only business. When you're getting this shit kicked out of you, that just seemed like a weird thing to say.
If people are jumping into the ring to fucking flog you, it's because you've disrespected people to such a level.
But then so he went nice with Dustin, and then it was like, okay, maybe I need to try and be like get that old spark back. And it just seemed like it was him trying too hard to do it.
He literally just randomly in the press conference, he was like, your wife's your husband.
Which was the lamest call I've ever heard.
It was so, I'm like, and where's Red Panty Night gone?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, playful and fun. It's not really insulting anyone. It's like, yeah, you are getting, I'm getting a big payday.
Yeah.
Whereas like your wife's your husband, it's like, what is like, okay? Like, it was like, it's weird. And it came out of nowhere. Like there was no like, the Red Panty Night was talking about like, you need me and I'm setting this fight up for you. Do you know what I mean? It built to that comment. Whereas this was literally just like, your wife's your husband. And then your wife's in my DMs. And it's like, yeah, well, she was trying to set the charity. Anyway,
it was...
Again, what he has achieved, fucking incredible. But the guy, he was honestly one of the only sportsmen where I was genuinely emotionally invested.
Same.
Like, watching his fights, if he lost, I would be genuinely upset.
Yeah.
Whereas now, although he's incredible, everything's done, I can't be, I'm just not...
It's hard to get around him
It's hard to get around him. It's so hard to get around him. But I just...
The magic's gone.
Yeah,
the run was just... It was one of those things like... I always remember hearing people talk about when Tyson fought, and it was like those years when Tyson just ripped into head and it was fucking incredible, and there was just like... And then eventually it's just like... It just stopped. That period of your life ends and you just look back on it as like the Tyson years. It's the same thing with McGregor's run. It's like... You just got to be like, fuck, that was such a sick thing to be able to experience and be a part of and live through, like be old enough to enjoy it.
Yep.
Hopefully there's more like around the corner with someone else or whether it's fucking whatever, but like it's so fucking
He was
done.
so unique.
They're rare stars.
He transcended, like still no one really has transcended from MMA into the mainstream like he has. Like
no one.
He gets mentioned in the same breath as like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Did a little bit.
Rousey did. She was in WWF.
Little bit.
Yeah.
She was pretty well known.
Not like him. Not like him.
No, fuck no, not like him.
I think Rousey's was on the back of her incredible achievements, but also it was like a movement of, everything she did for women, that kind of...
Yes, it was a women's MMA star who was beautiful and a fucking savage.
Whereas I feel like Connor's was again, to take nothing away from Ronda, what she did was incredible. Whereas like Connor's was like breaking through as a genuine, like purely from his results and his banter and everything. But yeah, I just seeing him on the canvas, I'm like, that's not... Connor used to be the respectful martial artist when he lost. Like even Nate Diaz. Anyway, it is what it is.
And the irony of him getting taken out on the stretcher...
I know, dude.
Life is ironic.
Mate, I'm like, you're not getting this, bro. Or if you are, you're hiding it. But
I think the fourth fight happens, and I don't think there's any... I think Dustin is not intimidated by himself.
I don't see a world in which he beats Dustin. No, I don't see a world in which he beats Nate if they fight for a third time.
There are so many Conor apologists.
You can't knock Nate out.
No.
And I'm like... This Conor, fucking 2021 Conor, can't go 5-round wars.
No, I don't think so.
No fucking way.
He just wigs it once he gets cracked. Not that I can talk.
Like, there's no way he's going 5 rounds with fucking Nate. No
I don't think
way.
So.
He did it last time by the skin of his nutsack.
Like purely out of like desperation.
But desperation, because he's like, I have to. Because that set up the Alvarez fight. You know what I mean?
I think like the best option, and he won't, because don't get me wrong, Conor is a fucking tough as fuck gun fighter, and he could mix it with the top 10. But I think his best option is he has the leg breaking is a way for him to step away from the sport and kind of be like, I lost because of my leg breaking. Whereas if he goes back in and gets dusted by a top, really, it doesn't take away from his legacy. He's always achieved that. But it is a much worse fade out than broke my leg. You know what? Fuck this. I don't need this shit.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't get me wrong. What about Bam Bam Tuivasa?
Oh, dude. Loved it. Bam Bam.
Oh, my God.
I love him.
Bro, he had like 5 shoeys on the way out, and someone poured the hot sauce.
The hot sauce. That
And he
was a
like,
dog move.
That was dog, but also added to the fucking...
It was hilarious.
The yarn.
It was hilarious. It was
He
so
knocked
funny.
the fuck, like...
He didn't even catch him sweet.
Yeah,
No.
like obviously he did... it did connect, but you're right. Like it wasn't like
He kind of hit
yeah.
him like that with that part because he's just sort of
It
swung
shows you how
around.
powerful those big boys are.
But he was knocked and he was on the back foot, sort of like stumbling, but
Yeah.
like gets his footing back and then just throws out as fucking Hardy
What
goes
about
in.
his line after it? You picked the wrong bloke to bang with.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And that was like what's great about that for Bam Bam is he's on the biggest card of the year, like
Yes.
a Conor McGregor card. He's the third fight, like he's the third main fight.
Yeah.
And he did it in spectacular fashion, but then showed off the things that make him so good away from the fighting, like
Yeah.
his personality and the shoeies and all that sort of shit, where it's like, that's just going to boost his fucking...
He's a draw for
Yeah.
sure.
He's a massive draw. So
And hopefully he
likeable.
just keeps getting better and better. He's training with AKA and shit. Like,
and he's in with like the Nelk boys, and like he's in with all the right people to
Yeah.
build the outside profile up.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that he is still so fucking Western Sydney.
Oh, mate.
dude.
It's crazy.
like
so
from the area and shit on
on
his
his
lip,
lip.
like loves it.
He is right now. He's so far removed from it physically, but if you were to meet him today in Western Sydney, you wouldn't know that he's actually been over. You know what I mean? Away
Yeah.
from the area for so long. Yeah, I love it. I think he's one of the most. Like, I hope Australia really gets on the back of him because he's so fucking entertaining.
Yeah.
And his heavyweights. Could you imagine if we had one of the best heavyweights in the world and it was a kid from Western Sydney
Yeah.
just knocking bloke out doing shoeies? Like, fuck, it'd be so good. So that
Love
was
it.
fucking awesome. Roosters versus the...
Sorry, just before we wrap up Raiders, NRL has given Curtis Scott a 3-match suspension, sorry, and a $15,000 fine, except the suspension started when he got stood down 4 weeks ago.
So he's all good.
Yeah. He's got 5 days to respond, but
Curtis Scott for the
That's
bar
a win.
for the bar biff.
Yeah, he punched on with a bloke.
Yeah.
3 matches.
Love it. Rugby league. Not
Rugby
that
league.
bad.
That's a massive win for Curtis Scott.
Oh, fuck
There
yeah, it
must
is.
have been mitigating circumstances.
they just released a statement. That's all. They gave the bare minimum details.
Mate, I'm stoked for Curtis Scott. Like, obviously, it was really dumb what he did, but everything that he's been through,
Yeah.
maybe that was mitigating.
I was just about to say maybe that was it. It's
Yeah.
like, look, we sort of fucked you over last time, so
Yeah, you literally were.
you get sort of a free pass this time.
Because like people, the mental strain. Think about putting your career on the line for something against the government. To say, like, you know what, I'm going to put it all on the line and hope, because he hadn't even seen the footage. So he didn't know,
And he was flogged, so it's like,
He
I'm
was flogged.
pretty
He didn't
sure
really
that
know.
wasn't fair.
putting all on the line. And also, the only reason he got exonerated because he was willing to put it on the line. Do you know what I mean? Like, he couldn't, there was no, like, meeting of like, oh, look, let's go meet the police. They drop it, I drop it, we fucking walk away.
He
The
almost
police
couldn't afford to not go after it, right? Because what they were accusing him of was so fucked up. It was
they went with it though. Do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like the police were kind of like, oh, and don't get me wrong, I'm not anti-police. Police are fantastic. They do their job. This is just a few of them. But the police were pressing it. Do you know what I mean? Like, they didn't just
Yeah.
pull back and go,
Oh,
you know,
yeah, right.
You know,
Like,
we fucked up. They pressed on with
That
it.
was
crazy.
that was what was crazy to
Yeah.
me, is that the police had seen the footage.
Yes.
And they were like, yep, carry on.
They
I'm
were
like,
hoping to bluff him.
what the fuck are you talking about?
that was so silly.
It was like the most outrageous thing I'd ever seen.
But like, think about how many people they do bluff. Because,
Oh, mate.
because like, basically, it
But
was a
why are
game
you
of chicken.
bluffing a bloke that you fucked over?
Yeah.
well, that's why they put bluff though. They go, you sure you want to take us on here?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a game of chicken. Like, you know, like we've seen the footage. We know we're in the wrong. But how many people are willing to go all the way to court to prove the police wrong? Only people with enough resources to do it, which is
Yeah.
Curtis Scott. And also, he put his career on the fucking line. I will say, full fair play to Ricky Stewart for sticking by him through that. Like a lot of coaches, because it's not like Curtis Scott is a superstar that's easy to stand by.
No.
He fucking stood by it.
They say, though, after you have like a full-on punch-on with someone, there's like a respect there and a bond. So I imagine that after Ricky and him threw down at like club level, and I'm assuming Curtis towed him up from the footage we've seen, there's like a bond there where Ricky's like, I got to back my boy here. We shared something special that day. We punched on the field.
Yeah, and he flogged me.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
He beat the fuck out of me.
And I actually enjoyed the flogging because I'm Ricky Stewart.
I want those sort of players in my side.
Ricky loves a good flogging.
Yeah.
Fair play for Ricky for doing that, because that was genuinely... Actually, what was fun... What about the article? And can you get this other thing? The article that was like from Hoops again. Hoops has been dropping bangers lately.
This has been a big year for Hoops.
Bangers. It's just like if we're talking like musician, he's the Drake of this generation when it comes to dropping bangers of articles that you're just going, what the fuck is that?
And he's in a rap beef currently with Piggy.
With everyone. With the players as well. So, so the NRL are moving everything to Queensland. And Vlandis is obviously doing it all, and everyone, great, well done, Vlandis. Hooper's article was, surprise, surprise, where are all the people that wanted to get rid of Vlandis now? Like, connecting the two as if he's gone and spoken to the players, and the players have gone, oh, no, we don't want to sack Vlandis anymore.
No, he's just gone.
He's just made an article saying, surprise, surprise, like as if to say, oh, he's all fucking went crawling back because Vlandis have moved you all and he saved the game again. It's just like, what the fuck? How are these things two connected?
No one said anything, dude.
Bro, no one said anything.
Connects in his own mind.
It was just like, wow.
He can connect it.
He drops like, if you're from Fox League's perspective or Fox Sports, he's the golden shot because he's just dropping banger articles that you can't help but look away from it.
You gotta, but I will say this:
Hoops is hot right now.
Hoops is hot, but also
Hoops hot.
Yeah.
Not to sort of go off the back of Hoops' article about like fucking the players and shit, but PVL, a man for a crisis. Fuck me, just like we're back in Shitsville in NRL, and he's just like, hey, don't worry, I've got it. I'm obviously stressed as fuck. I don't need that much sleep. I've got Pepsi Maxes by the caseload in my office.
By the container load.
Just shut the fuck up and let me fix this situation.
Yeah, but no, I don't think anyone's ever denied administrator of a game, fucking one of the best in the biz.
Yeah, he's
but also you could argue that he puts these rules in because he wants to crack down on concussions and head highs. That's mellowed. So he can
pull back.
He can walk back on something
but that's
as well.
what I'm saying. Like the administration of the administration side, one of the best in the biz. The deep football fabric of the game stuff, that's where I think he, obviously made the mistake of not realising how much. But you're totally right. And I said this a few weeks ago, full respect and fair play to Vlandis for taking a step back. A lot of people would have just said, fucking...
Well, someone who's like arrogant or someone who's like full of themselves or too proud. He seems like a dude that is very down to earth and like, again, comfortable to go, all right, maybe not. Like, even with the players where he went, oh, we should have consulted him.
100%.
Or with the head high, he's walked it back. Like,
totally agree.
He seems like someone who is at peace with who he is as a person and like comfortable to go like, all right, maybe that wasn't the best decision. Maybe we can walk over. I think I think that's a sign of a fucking weapon administrator.
Oh, I totally agree. Like, as I said a few weeks ago, when we saw it walking back, you have to give, like, you can't hate the bloke for making the decision and then continue hating on him when he walks it back.
Yeah.
Because then how do we ever progress? How do we ever allow him the ability to make mistakes?
And learn what progress. Works and what doesn't work.
Whereas if you go, okay, we're not going to allow you to make the mistake and we're going to keep peppering you, then it's like, all right, well, you're just going to get a leader that's going to make a decision and never go back on it. Because like, why would I not?
That's the thing that annoys me with dead shit dribblers who are like, fucking Vlandis ruined the game. It's like... 1 year ago, you were literally unbuttoning his belt to try and suck him off. I know that's crass, but that's what they were doing. And then...
Well, you've just been honest, Tom.
Yeah, I am.
The belt was being unbuckled.
Yes, even if he didn't want it to, he's like, oh, I don't know, look, I'm just trying to save the game. They're like, come on, man, you've done a lot for us.
He's a wanted man, Vlandis.
But then like a year later, he's fucking trying some shit. And again, the head high situation, it obviously turned into a shit show, but it was like... It was almost like he was trying to obviously help players with concussions and also probably from a litigation standpoint for the game, they have to be shown to be trying to do something so that former players can't come back and sue them. Like it was all within the best interest of the game.
Yeah, but no one's perfect. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
that's what I'm not getting. Like, you expect Landis to just be this perfect arbiter of the game that's going to make every right call. Like, players make mistakes, administration make mistakes, everyone makes mistakes, but people are like, one bad call, no, he's fucking ruined the game. It's like, hang on a sec. Like,
relax,
mate,
bro.
it's exactly. And they're like, oh, but fucking, look at the blowouts. I'm like, the more I think about it, and the more I see two good teams play together, what the scores look like, I'm like, it's a cattle thing, I think.
And it will come back. Like we'll
You know
find
what I
a
mean?
way. Like
It's not the rules, and the modern product's a lot better than that wrestle crap we had to sit through for a decade
totally.
anyway.
And also, like you can disagree with the decision, but not hate the person for it. You know what I mean? Like you can be like, the blats are a problem. Let's discuss ways we can fix it, and then move towards that. You know what I mean? Like
that's it. It almost exemplifies the problem in today's society. Vlandy sucks. Get rid of him. He's ruining the game. You're like, whoa, dude. Like, let's just try and fix maybe the issue you're having, as opposed to.
And we'll find a way to bring it back together.
Have we talked about the idea that was thrown around a couple of weeks ago about the team that scores kicking off?
Yeah, they floated that. I think there's a lot of pushback online for it because like then it comes into like these ripple effects of like if it's 5 minutes to go and you score, you may not want to score because then you give the ball back to them and all this kind of shit. But it is a something that I think they did in the Super League and it didn't work.
Yeah, let's just not do it this year. I've had enough of fucking changes.
Fuck
No more changes. I reckon we just fucking
Ride this bitch out.
Ride it out. Sometimes you got to knuckle down and see out the winter.
because at the end of the day, everyone's under the same circumstances. So it's
Just
not,
be like Manly and be good.
Yeah. Have you tried that, Broncos?
We're trying.
Have you thought about
We're
it?
definitely trying.
Just be like Manly and be good, and it'll be fine.
So Roosters first. I don't know how we fuck. It's a massive detour.
I've just been looking at Tedesco's head for like 20 minutes going, what the fuck? We're talking about McGregor, now we're talking about...
Who you got? Roosters v the Cowboys.
Roosters, mate.
Roosters
13
by
plus.
a lot. By a lot, the Roosters.
Yeah, I think Roosters looking for a big bounce back. What about fine wine? Jared Warrior-Hargreaves. Fuck me. There was a few years where you were like, oh, he might be a bit done here. And ever since 2017, he led them 18, 19.
Yeah.
He's fucking...
He's one of the great front rowers.
one of the great, rough, grubby front rowers that rugby league needs.
You need a cunt.
That you
And not
need a cunt.
of a person, of a player. You need
He's
that.
a front rower's front rower.
Oh, fuck, he's a
You know
front
what I
rower
mean?
front.
Yeah. He'll hurt you.
Yeah.
He'll probably, he might throw a loose arm and fracture a jaw every once in a while, but like, fuck, that's what you
He
want.
might give away a penalty or two, but you need that in your front row.
You got to crack a few jaws to make an omelette.
That's right, mate.
Always said it.
You got to set the tone, Tom.
Is Angus Crichton's picture one of the great pictures? One of the profile picture. One
Yeah,
of the
that's
great
a phenomenal. If that's not his Tinder profile, then he's making big mistakes. Big mistakes. The thickness and like his jaw looks like it's a Pixar. Like it doesn't look real. Like it's so chiseled and legit. Like when you see like a chiseled jaw in a Pixar film, like a Prince or something, and you're like, well, obviously they had to draw it so it's like
caricatured.
Caricatured. Like, oh, that's exactly the archetypal Prince jaw. It's like, oh, that exists in real life.
He's got the chin of 3 men. You know what I mean? Oh, you look at that and you go, that's
3 dudes.
That's
chins
3
put
dudes.
together.
Yeah, fused perfectly.
But I love the fact that he put a goatee on just to accentuate it in the picture.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck you. Look at this.
Victor Radley, the great Radley, comes back, returns. He played fantastic last week. Fuck, he's such a good footy player.
They just got a fucking team of tough cunts, don't they? The
Fucking
Roosters?
oath. And
Yeah.
it's often hidden by the eastern suburbs kind of backdrop, but they're tough as fuck.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
Was that what you meant when you said you wanted to fight all the Bondi? You wanted to fight all the Roosters?
I'll take him down.
Oh yeah, you reckon?
Easy money, baby.
All right, it's just stand and swing.
Easy. Honestly, one of the easiest fights of my career.
I'd agree with that.
No, they're just a great club, great footy side. Thoughts on the Sam Walker running back non-event?
I mean, it was certainly far too much was made of it.
Oh my
Like-
god.
It was, if anything, it was probably just a bit too much effort. I'm like, you don't have to fucking, why bother?
Yeah,
But he's young and hot.
He's
moving
young
around.
and hot. I'm like, fuck it, mate. He's what, 18?
Yeah,
19?
18. I think just turned 19.
when
Hot
he
as
gets some
fuck.
facial
People
hair,
are losing it. I'm like, bruh,
I
it's
know,
not that
it's
big a
crazy.
deal.
Some people fucking
not
lost
that
their
big a deal.
minds.
when he gets some facial hair and his body fills out, I'm not joking, dude. He's like model material.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I know that's not what you asked, but that's
I'm
what I'm
going,
saying.
Yeah, thank you for
Well,
that.
it was important that you
It was
brought
important,
up.
no,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it needed to be addressed.
And look, no disrespect, but alongside Drew Hutchison, his beauty is only exemplified even more.
Well, apparently that's why Robbo's playing Drew at 6.
Just to sort of go like, look, I
Just
know
for
you
team
think
sheets.
yeah, I know
Just
you
for
think
team
you're hot,
sheets.
Sam, but like, like woo up here. Drew will fucking bash that out of you.
I'm going Roosters 13 plus.
Yep.
Same.
And I guess I spoke a little bit Cowboys. I'm a bit concerned.
Surprised you didn't
about
pick the Cowboys.
Why is that?
Well, just come at your selections tonight, just been a bit off.
I think they've been pretty accurate. They were accurate last week.
I don't know.
I think it's actually going to be a great game. The great
We
Ponga
should have
is back.
kept track.
Of how many bad bets he's made.
Has it hurt you this much that it's like you keep bringing it up on?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
I feel like it's stinging you. Like I don't.
Well, not stinging. No, not stinging.
Because
Hurtful.
you guys pick against Broncos all the time.
Well, that's because it's
And
smart.
how many times were we in wrong?
Once Sharks,
probably.
you were wrong.
Yeah, once.
Maybe
Oh,
once.
there you go. You picked one. It's
And
round 18, isn't
we
it?
beat Penrith in the first half.
What round is it?
It's round 19.
It's round 19.
One of
We've
the
got
great-
one wrong.
Reynolds, Capewell, turning things around. Kurt Capewell. Sorry, not Kurt Capewell. The Knights, Storm. I actually think it's a great game because I think Ponga is unbelievable, great form. Like first game back, his impact was incredible. Pierce and Clifford.
Jesus, Clifford's looking pretty ordinary.
Yeah,
Is he dead? Is that a picture of him dead?
I think that's Clifford dead. That's before they revived him.
Like,
Good Lord. That's a morgue shot.
I think the Knights, they're going to be buoyed by Pierce. Bring energy back.
There's got a spine now that's like respectable in Clifford, Pierce, Brayley, and Ponga at
Brazil
the back.
returns as well.
They look a lot better.
So why is the Saifiti named but he can't play for the fucking state? Explain me that. Riddle me that one.
That is alarming
hang
and
on.
surprising.
How the fuck's that work? Is that
Well, I
Adam
think-
O'Brien, the dog?
So-
What, an extra 3 days?
Wow.
That seems a little strange.
Well, I think that clearly indicates that, if put it this way, if the series is on the line, he's clearly going to be playing Origin. Like, he would have been playing Origin. If you had to win game 3, there's no way he would have rested him for, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the fuck will he's still fucking
But-
playing? You're not going to beat the Storm, Newcastle.
But
What are we talking about?
Wouldn't Daniel want to rip and tear for his
Yeah,
state?
but your club always fucking has
And he's
to.
captain.
Your club and he's captain and, you've won the series
So
already.
O'Brien's
you've
had a
got
quiet
niggly.
word.
I don't. Well, I mean,
clearly.
Well, reading between the lines,
Yeah.
3 days isn't long.
it seems like it. Even when it happened, I was like, and I think me and Finchy spoke about it off air. We were like, if the game's on the line, I don't think Saifiti sits out for a small injury. Like, this is Origin.
This is a chance to slog sweep a bunch of Queensland beaters, though. I can't believe you don't want to be a
but
part
they're
of
not
that.
like from the Knights' perspective. Like, he's so crucial to you. He's one of your captains. You're struggling so much
On
You
the
do
cusp of the 8.
You owe your club. Like, I understand. Origin is Origin, but the series is wrapped up. Like, what do you owe more? You've already wrapped the series up. Your club is struggling. They desperately need to turn things around.
I hope there's a $30,000 bag of cash in his fucking
Oh yeah,
hotel room when he gets back.
There'd be a bag of
In the
cash somewhere.
freezer.
It fucking want to be.
It'd be a
What
bag.
is it now? Is it
Maybe it's
15 now.
15. Whatever.
15.
still? It'd want to be 50. It'd want to be 20 in there.
Yeah.
I'm going good. I think it's going to be a good game, but I'm going the Storm. And
Yes.
what's crazy is Brandon Smith, mate, is actually the form fucking hooker in the comp.
Yep.
After Croker, yep.
Yeah, after Lockie Croaks, definitely Brandon Smith. But he's great. And everyone, the whole narrative was like Jerome Hughes. Where's Brandon going to go? Sorry, not Jerome Hughes.
Yeah,
Fucking
Harry Grant.
Harry Grant.
But it's not a foregone conclusion that Smith may end up being the best hooker in the comp.
But so the Storm,
He's had a hell of a
they're just
year.
going to try and fit them both in, eh?
Well, I think they're both still signed for next year.
Yeah.
And so they both
Wouldn't be able to afford them both after that. Surely.
after that they won't be able to. No way. But who knows? They could. It is very appealing to if you can find a way to fit them both in, especially when they don't have as many superstars as they used to. Like really only Munster is on a huge coin. If you
Pap?
could. He wouldn't be on. He's been injured, which is I don't think has Papenhuisen re-signed yet. Fully re-signed. There was talks, and they've lost Nico Hines, so that's also
Addo Carr's going.
Addo Carr's going. So if you can convince those two to stick together and show like we can win prems together.
Yeah.
Let's say you said to Cheese and Grant, stick together for 3 years. When you finish, you'll be 26, 27. You get your $1 million contract after that, and you get 3 prems.
I mean, yeah,
Could
that'd
happen.
work
Yeah.
for me. That'd work for me. I'd
But
stick
splashing
around.
shitloads of cash on a 9 and a 14, like, has that ever been done?
Well, maybe you go $400K each or something, and you put
Just to win a couple more?
yeah. Not official yet. So like you still got that in the air kind of, and they've proven. Like I know Hines has been playing, but they've proven they can put someone in there and do the job kind of thing without having snacking using. I am going the Storm because they're just unfucking believable.
Yep.
I'm going the
They
Storm.
don't lose. those
Christian
games,
Welch, I'm going to give him an anytime try because we were meant to be at Origin sitting next to his parents, and that obviously has been ripped away from us.
All right, we'll go quickly now. Penrith versus the Warriors. I am going Penrith.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
I think we go
the
Penrith.
poor old Warriors. They
let me down on the weekend, the Warriors.
I thought they were going to be good. I thought
Same.
Matt Lodge was a great signing for them. Adam Fanua-Blake is a gun. I'm really still surprised that they're sticking with the Tuivasa-Sheck on the wing. He's their best player.
Yeah.
You know, I understand Reece Walsh is a gun he's going to be there next year, but I just think, like, fuck me, you still got to make the 8 this
Put
year.
Reece in the halves and get fucking... Surely the best rotation or, like, the best side has Tuivasa-Sheck and Reece Walsh both.
Yep.
Reece Walsh both
Cody
in ball-playing
Cody
positions.
at 7, Reece at fucking 6, and then, you know, you potentially put Sullivan at 14 or whatever. But, yeah, it is surprising, very surprising. But I'm going at Penny Panthers.
Oh,
yep.
yeah.
Broncos versus Tigers. Oh, wow, what a match.
Oh,
Broncos
wow.
versus the Tigers.
Set your alarms.
This is the match of the round, boys. I am going Broncos, and Broncos well. I actually genuinely took a lot out of the game against the Sharkies.
Did ya?
I'm going Broncos and Broncos well.
Did you, mate?
I like
15+.
the Tigers.
I actually like the Broncos. I'm not even just saying that. I'm going Broncos 13+. Don't trust the DMC, and these are two shit teams. So I think that the Tigers probably should win in the DMC sphere. So I'm thinking they lose 13+. And TC
Well, Broncos
Rabadi,
are heavy favourites.
TC Rabadi anytime try scorer because there's no picture of him here.
Okay.
Tigers.
Broncos are paying $1.65. It's
Yeah,
pretty good.
good on me.
That's ridiculous.
Tigers will win
That's
13+.
ridiculous.
Last game of the round, Rabbitohs versus Bulldogs. Rabbitohs, they've only lost 3 games this year, and they've all been against Storm, Penrith, and Storm.
2 of them in 50 points though. So
Yeah,
they're
I think
fucked.
with the rule changes and the increase in scores,
They've lost 3 games.
Only lost 3 games. 2 of them against the Storm, 1 against Penrith.
Wow.
That's impressive.
And the first game against the Storm was like 24-18 or some shit like that.
But some of their losses have been so big, it's sort of washed a bit of the glitter off.
It has. But don't you think with the new blowout score, like the 50 doesn't mean what it used to
No,
be?
No,
maybe
fuck
it's
no.
60 now.
Yeah.
Or 70.
Or 70.
Or 66-0.
Well, like we see like games that are like 30-6 or 30-10. You're like, oh yeah, whatever. Whereas back in the day, 30-10 is like that's a pumping.
Mauling, yeah.
South have won 13+ every game since they lost to Penrith.
Wow.
Fuck, Jesus.
That's crazy.
That is fucking crazy.
I hope we're betting on this game on about even because I'll take that stat.
I don't think we are.
And
Well, let's add it.
Cody Walker, something like 42 try assists in 36 games, 10 tries in this season.
He's a fucking
26
weapon.
line break assists. The closest is 20 and 16. Like,
We'd want to win fucking game 3 after leaving that motherfucker out. My God.
could you imagine?
My
Could you
God.
imagine? And what's crazy is, so Tom Trbojevic, who's only played 8 or 9 games, he is now second on try assists and line break assists.
That does not
comp.
surprise me.
Fucking crazy.
Beast.
Absolute beast.
I'm going Rabbitohs 13+.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
13+.
Yep.
All right, thank you so much for listening, guys. Make sure to follow Hello Sport on Instagram, subscribe to the podcast, also grab a Hello Sport Punters and Dribblers hat, grab a Bloke and a Bar case of beer, or grab a Bloke and a Bar hat, and there may or may not be Bloke hoodies coming out soon.
Nice.
As usual, I'll go and fuck myself. Thank you.